Okay. I think everything is set up. I feel like I always say that. I probably always say that. All right, hold on a second. Let's do 6. Let's check the audio situation. Maybe down a couple. That's probably fine. Okay. And then we can go into this screen. Perfect. Okay. Figuring out the rhythm of starting up this game because it requires extra button pushes and all of that. All right. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric, and I am here for not Dreamlight Valley. Autopilot brain just overrode every logical cue in real life. Dinkum! I'm playing Dinkum today. All right. Feeling a little, I don't know, not run down, just kind of subdued today. I think it's partially because of the weather, because it is gloomy out and it is rainy out and all of that, which, you know, is not ideal for Easter, but I guess I could wish everyone a happy Easter that celebrates for whatever reason. We are not a religious household, so we celebrate spring and things growing and new life and all of that stuff. So we keep our Easters very low-key here. We usually do an egg hunt and dye eggs and do little baskets and stuff like that. So because it was rainy today, we had to do one inside the house. So we did less eggs than we normally do. But we had fun yesterday dyeing the eggs. And we do all kinds of weird color combinations and stuff because we like to kind of make it an experiment, an egg experiment, if you will. But yeah, you know, we got to go see our movie yesterday. All of the stuff that I was worried about having to cram in and get done got done. So we got to go to our breakfast and movie, and then we dyed eggs in the afternoon because the boys cooked the eggs on Friday while I was at work. So, you know, we kept it pretty low key, but everything worked out in the end, and the boys had a good mini hunt inside the house. And yeah, it was a pretty chill morning. But that's okay. Sometimes it's just like that, and you just kind of gotta roll with it because what other choice do you have? Really elaborate things like that can stress me out, so we keep it low key and just enjoy whatever the day happens to be. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a nice day, time, whatever. And if you don't celebrate, then I hope you're having a chill Sunday. Or whatever Sunday you'd like. Before we get into Dinkum shenanigans, let us do the quote of the day. If I can figure out where the heck it is. Oh, it's not here. It's here. Ah, the spreadsheet. So the quote of the day is, be willing to redefine yourself every day. And that is from Deepak Chopra. And the reason I got to this quote today is because this week has been kind of all over the place, both mentally and physically and just energetically. It's just been all over the place, up and down, stress, you know, holding period, waiting for things, forgetting. I mean, I had actually double booked my brain. Sometimes I do that where I'm like, oh, we have time for this. Oh, we have time for that. And I know that they're happening and I know that they're coming. And then at some point I will have a realization that, oh, that's happening at the same time. I don't know how I double booked my brain, but it did. And then I, you know, was worried about making time for certain things and having to postpone other things and just all that. So there was a lot of up and down. There was up and down about my car, still kind of in a holding pattern about that. There was an up and down about my teeth. I still have to follow up on stuff with that. Going to the dentist and scheduling appointments and just all of that. So it was just kind of, this whole week was up and down. And yesterday I got up, I was feeling, no, not yesterday. Friday, because Thursday was kind of rough. Friday I got up and I cranked music on the way into work. I cranked music most of the day. I was just like, I'm just going to shift my whole brain. And then, you know, kind of just was taking things as they came. Just, okay, we're going to deal with this. Okay, this is how we're going to handle that. Okay, this worked out. This didn't work out. We'll have to wait, you know, all of that. But just like every day this week has just been like, okay, wake up. And what's today going to be like? What's this moment going to be like? What's this time, you know, like just this chunk of time going to be like? And every day, instead of everything kind of defining the next day, it's just been like, okay, what's today like? How am I feeling? Like, what's going on? How's the weather? How's my brain? You know? And so every day, I've just allowed it to just be what it's going to be, as opposed to like stuck in worry land or stuck in stress land or stuck in anxiety land. And it's nice to not let the previous moments define the next moments. If I don't have, like, if they don't have to be, then just, okay, just breathe and take it as it is. So be willing to redefine yourself day to day, moment to moment, hour to hour. Just allow, like, things to shift. Because sometimes, honestly, more often than not, I find that if I just allow myself to just, okay, just allow it to just reset. It doesn't even have to be because I woke up and I reset the day. It can just be like, okay, what's next? What can we move on to? What can we allow to be? And more often than not, it ends up releasing more stress, allowing for things to just take shape, allowing me to make a new move as opposed to feeling stuck. And the results end up generally being more positive. So I can't guarantee that that's the case. I can't guarantee that things won't leak into the next moment, but sometimes they can shift enough to at least release some of that ugly, negative thought process, you know, whatever it is. Not always, but sometimes. And sometimes any little moment of respite from worry, anxiety, stress, any of that stuff is worth it. It's worth allowing to be. So just kind of been allowing things to be. And so even though I feel subdued, like I said, I think it's really about the weather. We woke up and it was raining and I was like, and we had to do Easter inside the house. You know, it's more fun to do an egg hunt outside. It's more fun to wake up with the sunshine, but not every day's going to be like that. And you know what? The rain won't last forever. It'll be okay. Literally and metaphorically. So, how is everyone doing? I'm doing okay. You know, not 100%, and that's okay. But I'm here for this. I'm so into this game right now. There's part of me that, like, really wishes that the 1.0 release and the Dreamlight Valley update are not happening on the same time. Like, there's part of me that's like, I kind of want to just keep playing this game, and then another part of me that's so excited about what's coming in Dreamlight Valley that it's just like, I can't not do that. So I will be doing Dreamlight Valley next week and hoping to fit in a few days of Dinkum in between periods. But I feel like Dinkum is one of those things too where it's like it's gonna be a slow progression since I'm so new to the game and there's still so much to come, that like it'll be okay to take a little bit of a break while I'm getting through some content. I feel like the Dreamlight Valley stuff I will probably get through fairly quickly, but you know, it is going to take time away from this game, and that's okay. It'll be okay. All right. So I've been productive. I did get some time in to get some stuff done. Looks like I've got some fruit to pick. Okay. But let me do a little bit of maintenance-y stuff, and we'll start looking at the stuff that I did get done. Franklin is here today. And, okay, chickens, but not first. Should I put some stuff away first? I probably should. So Franklin has visited before today because I was able... This is not where things live. I was able to get a weather vane created. So that's very nice. Actually, I got him set up to create it. And then he was only here temporarily. And so I paid for it, and then he was gone the next day, and I was like, oh no, what happened to the thing I paid for? Apparently it comes in the mail. So there's my little weather vane. I'm excited. I decided to go for that instead of trying to push for the repair station, although that means that I still have to worry about resource maintenance for, you know, if I burn through some tools. But that'll be next. In fact, I might see if I can get it done today, now that I'm thinking about it. But I wanted the weather vane so that I didn't necessarily miss the next meteor shower. And I figured that, and I had all the resources, I think. I think I only needed to maybe get some copper to make that happen. So that was a good, big thing to get done. Okay, stop. Just let me pick up the stuff. Oh, Lord. But things are progressing now to where the space that I have is going to become problematic. I was able to advance Fletch's main, what I'm assuming is the main story quest, to where I had 5 residents, just as I thought was going to happen. Irwin ended up being my 5th resident. So that's fun. But of course now I could theoretically start, not farming, ranching, I guess, with wombats. And so I'm running out of space. So I'm hoping to start working on relocating my entire farm over to that kind of, what is that called? That's not a peninsula, is it? Where it's 3 sides surrounded by water? It's been a long time since I've done, like, geography. Not geography. What is that? There's a word. What is that called? There's a study for it. I can't remember. Where, you know, like, what is that? Okay. This is why brains need help. How long has it been since, like, middle school that I've thought about, like, what different bodies of land and water are called? What is a piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides called? There we go. A peninsula. Okay, good job, brain. Like, I didn't actually remember that that's what it was called, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I remember learning about it when we learned, like, about maps and stuff. But I can't, for the life of me. It was a long time ago. And it's not, like, a focus. You know, I didn't go into, like, cartography or, you know, geography, geology. I didn't go into any of that stuff, so... It's one of those, like, general knowledge things that it's like, if I went into it as a profession or a hobby, it would be different. But because I didn't do that, it just kind of all blends together with all the other general knowledge that lives in my brain. And got really blendy. Which is fine, you know. I don't mind, you know, exposing the fact that I don't remember all of that stuff down to the nth degree. All right. Gonna do some farming real quick. What do I want to plant in its place? I think I do want to do another round of carrots. So that's good. I'd like to get another level of farming, like for permits. I'm assuming there's another permit at some point for farming. And so, just been trying to chip away at it. I've been considering expanding the garden, I guess is what this is. It's not really enough to be like a whole farm, but like a mini farm. But that, you know, that would take a lot more time out of my day that I'm not necessarily willing to give it. Because I know just from pictures I've seen and trailers I've seen and just how these games usually go is that eventually there will be more, you know, useful equipment and tools and stuff to help manage the size. So I don't really want to make it too big. Things are getting a little crazy in here. Raw ingredients, raw ingredients. I don't know how much raw ingredient room I have. You know what I'd really like to see? I would really like to see bigger storage containers. I'm sure that at some point that will be true. Oh, look at all the... things are getting kind of full in here. We'll put this back in here. That's fine. And actually, I feel like that potato needs to get out. Get out! Because I'm going to have to put these limes back in at some point. Are you still cooking? You're not. You're done. Or not cooking, but milling. Put you there. Alright. Do I don't have more wheat. I need a water. Water the garden. That is next. I've dealt with the chickens. I've dealt with the orchard. What else did I get done? So Irwin is here. I got the weather vane. I upgraded. This is not what I need. I've upgraded the... What is that? The town center or whatever. What they call it? It was a tent. It's not a tent anymore. Good for me. I got a couple of the towers fixed, repaired, whatever that is. So I can fast travel now. It was exactly what I thought it was. I mean, it looks like a teleporter when you stand in a repaired one. It was like, there's no way this is not going to be some kind of travel situation. Although when I first got in it, it was like telecom, and I'm like, I'm not calling anybody. There's nobody over there. And then it was like, that's what it meant. Oh, hey, Bama. Happy Easter. Hope you're doing well today. It is gray and rainy where we are, so I feel like it's kind of made my energy levels a little low, but not in a bad way, just kind of in a want to curl up and be cozy today as opposed to high energy. And that's okay. That's what we have things like this for. Just to kind of chill, water our plants, take care of our stuff. But since Franklin is here again today, I might have to do... I was originally planning on starting to work out, relocate it, like clearing the area to relocate my home. But since he's here, I'm going to see what resources I need for the repair station. And see if I could make that happen today. I don't think either one of those are a new bug. So how is your Easter going? If you celebrate. Since you greeted me with Happy Easter, I'm assuming that you do. Oh, I need to buy some stuff. I'm pretty sure I have a cricket in the... Alright, let me look real quick just to make sure I'm not losing my mind. It's in the pedia. I do wish there was an icon on the actual bug that told me whether or not I have... Wait a minute. Here, I wished it was here. There was an icon to let me know if I already had turned it into the museum. I know it's here, but I wish it was also in my inventory so I didn't have to go to the menu to see it. It's okay. I've already donated that to... Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to give it. I don't even care. I'm pretty sure I've given that one too. This is where I go in here and I see that it's not. I did. Okay, good. I need another pickaxe. Yep. I'll take it. And do I need anything else? I feel like I've already got a spare shovel. I do. Okay, good for me. I do think it's interesting that the snow counts as watering. I mean, it's wet, but I wouldn't think that your plants would be, like, fully watered. But I'm not going to complain about a mechanic that makes things easier. Not doing anything, just taking it easy. Yeah, we had to keep ours really low key. So, that's okay. The boys still like to do Easter egg hunts. So, we kept it really small since we had to do it inside. Can you make me something? Alright, I'm gonna do that first so that I can see... Excuse me? Oh, it was like, wait a second. A compactor. I have heard tales of the compactor. Ugh, you want a freaking green board for that? And a shovel. And a dirt printer. Ooh, opals. I haven't even started finding opals yet. Okay, a jackhammer. I'm so curious what this stuff will do. Chainsaw. Well, that's obviously cutting things. Trees. I'm assuming this is rock related since the tools seem to be an indicator. This seems to be like a grindy situation. Like, grind it up. And then this is a shovel, and this does not have a tool associated. A dirt printer. Okay. Alright. Let's track it. I feel like I'm going to be short on tin and copper. Did I track it? I tracked it. Okay, good. Alright. What else do I want to do? I guess the first thing I should do is go see what my resources look like so that I can figure out what I need to go get to facilitate getting this repair table. Okay. But yes, I have made some pretty significant progress since Thursday, so that's nice. And as much as I do enjoy doing like the Easter egg hunt, like it's fun to dye eggs. I think what we'll probably still do when the boys finally don't want to do the Easter egg hunt anymore is we'll probably still dye the eggs because we all like hard-boiled eggs a lot. Like, it's dangerous for me to have them in the house. Wait a minute. I need to go in here first. But I'm sure that we'll still do Easter baskets, too, for ages. Because my mom did for a long time, too. Okay, so I've got... Ooh, look at all this tin and copper. I forgot that I was super productive. Check it out. So awesome. Okay. I just want 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I need old gear. I don't even have any nails in here right now, but I can make some, and I have plenty of old gears. But there's part of me that likes doing the Easter egg hunt, and then part of me that's like, I can't wait till we don't have to do that anymore. But my youngest is at the age now where he's starting to be like, I know this isn't real, or I know this is, you know, this or that, but I did the same thing with him that I did with the older one, which is, do you still want to do these things? Because we can still do these things, and we can still make magic and have fun and do all of that, but when you're done, that's okay too. So, I don't know how much longer it'll last. Probably not too much longer. Everyone's playing and streaming Dinkum, waiting for the 1.0 and probably starting a new island. Yeah, I saw Sarah was on. I started to pop in, and I was like, I popped in to a couple of like either past recordings or stuff like that, and I'm like looking at things like, okay, I'm still so early in the game that I still don't want to like spoil myself too much, but also I'm like thinking about building soon, not like really building, but like building some stuff, and like I'm looking forward to like inspirational things. I also started Googling like little villages and things. I need how many? I need 16 of these. Alright, so that's 16. Excellent. And then I need to chop this wood. Well, and some of the people that have either come in, I've been trying to go and look at their other stuff, although some of them are really just Dinkum heavy, so it's hard for me to, like, look. But who was that? The Australian gal that you mentioned? Rymanora? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She played some library game, and I was just like, uh-oh. It's a game about organizing books. I mean, I know I do it for a living, but still. I kind of want to play that game. Not that I need another game. Okay, I want you to make me this repair table. Okay, just that. A charging station. A quarry. I'm also going to need to do some, yeah. What is it? I'm going to need to, digging, looking for components. Oh, did I already ask him what he wants today? I want him to move here so I don't have to keep waiting for him. I want to chat. Let's just chat. I'm not going to read it right now because I'm sure it's something I've already read. And I want to chat. And I want to ask you if you need anything. I do have a mining license. A bag of cement. I'll do it. Easy peasy. Be nice if he would just move here. Although I'm also like, if I get him to move here today, then where the heck am I going to put him? I don't know. Bag of cement. I need a rock. That's what happens. Alright, I'm going to put this stuff away. I didn't even completely deplete my resources. That's nice. I don't have a spare cement. I've been trying not to keep too much spare refined resources, which means it's a slog to, like, if they want 15 of something. But I don't want to deal with space issues at the moment. So I've been trying not to have, I mean, I've been refining the ore because it takes more time, but don't forget to get a repair kit. Okay, so do I need a repair kit to go with the repair table then? Is it a consumable that I have to use when I want to repair something? I'm not putting this away. Because that's kind of a bummer if that's true. Oh, it's 4. I don't think I can... Oh, that's not what I want to do. This is for you. Yes, I did. Give it. I've done an adequate job. Oh, you're one of those types. Where your snark is strong. Ugh! I don't know, did I miss it? Shop closed. I did. I missed it. Dicking around. Oh well. That's okay. I will be patient. He didn't get enough points to move or tell me. He now wants this Burconium. He's got a half a heart, which means probably the next time he visits, he will end up being a friend. I met this person, Ted Selly. I was out running around late, and I heard a whistling sound and saw a glowing torch, I'm guessing. It was glowing something. I don't really remember what it was now. I'm assuming it was a torch. But I was like, oh, hey. And then I could not buy anything. Oh, my back. All right. Now, I probably should go ahead and go trap before the night gets on too far. But I want to relocate my house over here so that I can expand farm situation. Because I could go ahead and get the license to get the Vombats, but I really don't have room where my house farm setup is currently. So that's a problem. North woman, go north. Ted only comes at certain times. I figured. I'm also, you know, like, if they're just wandering around, like, how much of a pain is it going to be to track him down? All right, I should remember to dig in dig spots while I'm just running around. Look, a couple of them. Good for me. Because, of course, I decided to go ahead and look at some of the fancier things that I can get from Franklin. And was like, of course they all need that old constructor, compactor, whatever the C word. I never can remember. It's going to be one of those things where I just don't ever remember what it is. Why is that behaving like that? Show me. Oh! Old contraption. As if the universe was like, it's called this. Stop calling it the wrong thing. Okay, universe, I hear you. Should I go ahead and pop these up there, too, just to get them out of my way? Probably. I kind of want to just make... Now that I'm getting into a better rhythm of dealing with the animals, I kind of want to just do... this. Just so I don't have to figure out exactly where my stairs are every time I come running over here. Because half the time I'm running and I'm like, wait, where are the stairs? And I've gone the complete wrong direction. Not that it takes long to fix it. It's just... Okay. That's better. All right, y'all. Come on. Ooh, 3 of them at once. Excellent. Hello. What's everybody doing? Sleeping? Come on. What are you stuck over there on, buddy? Oh, god damn it. Oops, oops, oops. I was paying attention to the one in the background and completely forgot to pay attention to the fact that they were about to shoot fire at me. Don't do that. Oh, hi. All right, cool. He just wandered right into that trap, too. Good for him. I'll find you a nice, happy family. You know what else they remind me of? Somebody mentioned Stitch. They remind me of the dogs from Ghostbusters. The ones that are like Gozer's minions or whatever. That's what it reminds me of. Come on. Come on. Taking too long. Just come on. But I've been making a decent amount of money just doing this. And now that I can just pop over here because of the tower thing. So nice. That's not the button. This is the button. Good job. Good job getting the right button. Et voila. More traps. More traps. I'm assuming at some point I will get a tower that's closer to where I've got my bird set up too. But for now, just meet toad skin. Excuse me? Did you kill a toad? Are you the only one over here? Is there another one hanging out? Can I get more than one of you at once? That'd be really nice. No? Okay. I also do not appreciate that these guys are in the mines. I actually tried an experiment, tried to trap one of the fungusy crocodiles, and it did not work. So that's okay. So I lost a trap. I figured it wouldn't work, but I was like, I'm gonna kick myself if I can trap these guys. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not terrible, the loss of the trap. Hello? Oh, you almost got me. See that? Hey. Oh, would you just kill it so that we can... Good job. I'm gonna take this stuff. Where did the other one go? He was over here. Where are ya? Oh, did you get distracted? But yes, I feel like I want to call them the minions of Gozer. I wonder if they have an actual name that I'm not remembering. It's entirely possible. They might be too distracted by wildlife. Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. Hello. Come here. Let's go. I got a box for you. Hmm? Oh, you think you can with an iron trap? Hmm. Yeah, I thought about replacing the one that I lost with the better trap, and I was like, I don't want to spend iron on that just yet. One day. But it is not this day. Are there any more guys convenient? I don't think so. I think I'd have to go a lot farther. Well, maybe not a lot. Anybody over here? Are they out hunting? They might be out hunting. I think only one spawns in this little one, though. Alright, that's okay. South. Not south from here. South from over there. No. Yes. Oh, look, a tower in the distance that I can see with my eyeballs and not just looking at the mini-map. Like, wait, am I in the actual right spot? It's not south because... Ugh, I don't want to run all the way to the bridge. I'm just going to go here. I'm really torn about putting up too many bridges, though. Just because... I don't know. They're expensive. At least for the nails right now. Oh. Hi. Did I forget to go get traps? Come on. Oh, he can't get down? You can get down. Don't act like you can't get down. Okay, princess. Can you get down now? Oh. Come on, princess. Oh. Fucker. Okay. I'm gonna put this piece of dirt down. Ha! Little shit. Okay, where was that bridge? Oh, I went the wrong damn direction. Okay, let's go back this way. And figure it the heck out. I think it's on the other side of this body of water. You still coming? Good job. Let's go. There we go. All the way around on the other side. Oh, come on. This way. Can you cross this bridge? Hello? Can you not cross this bridge? Come on now. Well, all right. Come on. I almost ran right into his face. I'm participating in risky behavior. All right. That's all right. It worked out. We didn't die, which is always a goal. Don't die. I did want to go back to the tower because I did want to go get birds. I should probably, like, eat something for my health, but don't feel like it. Wonder how many permit points I have right now. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, I did. This is the way. But yes, the reason I want to relocate my farm, other than needing more space, is that I want to move it closer to the tower. Which is why I want to put my farm and stuff over here. So I'm right next to this tower so that I can just hop in it and go without having to run. Not that it's terribly far. And not that I think that this is where I feel like eventually I'm going to centralize things a little bit more once we're less camp-like. But I don't want to deal with that move right now. Birds. What do I have on my person? Not too much. So we'll go ahead and go get birds. Did I already look at this? Compost. Wait, what? Do shells make fertilizer? Because a lot of times what you bring them is connected to what they make or what they give you in return. Not necessarily always, but sometimes. Now I feel like I should try something. All right. But yes, I made myself some bridges, and I thought I would have to make myself, like, pieces. But as long as it's the pieces of land are close enough together, it'll just span the whole river, which I was like, oh, that's nice. Not that I'm telling you anything you don't know. You already know these things. But I've discovered them, and I'm excited. So I'm going to tell you what I discovered. Turkey. There it is. Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk to get up here for this bridge, but I also didn't want them too close together just because it felt wasteful. Oh, gosh, my nose is itching. Why? Because it's spring and that's how it goes. That's one bird up there. Two birds are up here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. What? Wake up. Hello? I'm too close to you. You should be mad. Come on. Nope. Okay. Right over here. I made myself some better stairs, too. Trying to make it a little easier to pull things into cages. Try not to stab them too much anymore because it's not really necessary when the cage is right in front. So that's nice. And then I don't burn through my weapon quite as quickly. Although the one I have right now is almost destroyed, but that's the one I took into the mine last, so not terribly surprising that it's almost dead. This is not it. Oh, I should put this down. And then... Oh, man. Hopefully this next week will go a little better than last week did. This week was kind of all over the place. And that's just energetically draining on its own. Like, even when it's, like, positive stuff, too, it's just still, like, energetically draining. We went and saw the Minecraft movie. It was ridiculous. I was expecting it to be so. I liked the look of the movie, and I enjoyed Jack Black and Momoa, Jason Momoa. But I would say if you were a fan of Jack Black or Minecraft, that you'll probably get some value out of it. But it pretty much accomplished the goal that I was expecting, which was it was amusing enough for my husband and me and my older son, and my little one loved it. Now, my little one's 7, and he really likes Minecraft, but my older son was just like, what did we just watch? And I was like, oh, are our tastes shifting more the older we're getting? Probably. I told my husband that you could tell that the money went to paying for, in particular, the special effects, Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Not that the other actors are not unknown, but they are not the headliners, so they probably don't have as big of a paycheck. But you can tell that that's where all of the money went, because the script was rough. And I'm usually not a big critic because I don't make movies and I'm not a writer, and so I always give a lot of grace for that kind of stuff, but I was just like, and you could tell like Jack Black in particular was like trying to carry a movie on Jack Black charm, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that effort, but also like, oh. So for the average casual viewer, I'd probably be like, you could probably miss that. You could probably miss that movie and be okay. I like how it looked, though. You know, I thought they did a good job of capturing Minecraft in a way that still was true to the aesthetic without making it look too disjointed from, like, having live people. Because Minecraft is so pixely that it would be hard to marry those two, like real life and the aesthetic. So I think they did a decent job, and I feel like they probably put a lot of money into that. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily, unless you got a little one to take it to who's totally into Minecraft, or you know, maybe a big fan who might get some entertainment out of it. But for the average viewer. Like, I'm not going to tell my parents they need to see it. You know, they might watch it with my kid. But we also went and had a big breakfast, too. So my husband napped for part of it. Which I knew he was going to do regardless. I already gave you stuff, right? Okay. Do I need to do anything before bed? I don't think so. I went and used all my traps. Good. I kind of want to put the weed in here. Ugh, I'm going to need another bin. Or I'm going to need to start cooking stuff. Or I'm going to need to start eating stuff. That's the other thing, is I could eat stuff. I don't have to hoard it. Maybe I'll eat it. I hoard everything in games like this, so I'm like, maybe I'll need it later. I've gotten some furniture, though. Got a little place to put my trophy. And I got a tea kettle. Do I have anything else on my person? No. I don't think I need to keep that active. Smelt ore into bars. Well, I don't have any of that. Cut down 4 trees. Those are some fast and easy points. Maybe I'll do... Well, energy's going to be a bitch. Never mind. I don't think it's worth the effort right now. I'm not in the mood. Alright. Ugh. Does level 10 get me something? I've been saving up my points for the extra cargo, and this is where I get, like, hey, come see me about an upgrade to farming. And not spend points on it. Ah, there it is! No! New farming license. Ooh, a bug tipster. What? It was early mornings. There was a bug in the bushlands I've never seen before. I thought you might like to know. Oh, I don't want to save it. Nothing wrong with hoarding. Right. This is that kind of game. Ooh. 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 Thank you. So I have a question. If you move your house, does it take all the stuff in the house when you move it? Because I'm torn about having to move everything. Like, I feel like I almost want to just stuff it all in the house and then move the house. Okay. Yes, it moves everything. Nice. I don't know if it'll be more tedious or less tedious to move it all at once. I kind of want to relocate this. Why won't you? Oh, do you have to be outside? Are you an outside thing? Yep. Okay. Well, where do I want to stick this? Ah, rotate. I need a repair kit. It's a bummer that I missed out on that. That's okay, though. He shouldn't be too far from actually moving here, though, so we'll get there. And if I have to end up rebuilding some tools because I break them instead of get to repair them, I don't know how I feel about the fact that I have to have, like... It'd be nice if the kits had more than one use, you know? But if it's gonna be a 1-to-1, like one tool gets repaired with one kit, that's gonna be tough. Especially if he only sells one at a time. It'd be nice if I could eventually, like, make them. That'd be handy. You won't be able to sleep in it while it's being moved? Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Well, I'm glad you told me that, because otherwise I would have been like, oh no, what do I do? I think I can go just grab a sleeping bag, right? Out of the main, the community center or whatever it's called. Sleep under the stars. Oh, I should look at the weather vane. I'm still not completely in the habit of looking. I tried to make it, like, right in the middle of, not in the middle of everything, but, like, right in front of my house so that I wouldn't forget. And so far, I haven't, but this is only day 3, so... I expected it to be bigger, in all honesty. Okay. 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 Chickens. Need to get the chickens fed. Well, and I thought about getting some more chooks, just because, you know, he's here now, and I could get, I mean, I kind of want to have 4, just because I like even numbers. Well, that's not true. I like numbers, like any numbers, really, for different reasons. But for things like this, it would be nice to have, like, an even number. I was gonna say, I like even numbers better than I like odd numbers, but that's not actually true. These trees are pretty. Put it away. Do I have anything that goes back in here? I don't. I have eggs. They go over here. They don't go in that box. They go in this box. Good for me. Okay. Alright, Fletch. Let's just see how much it's going to cost for this permit. Alright, hello. I want to apply for a license. 1,000. Look how close I am to getting my cargo license, though. Anything to increase my storage, any carrying capacity, any of that stuff, I'm always like, upgrade as fast as possible. And then, you know, other things come along. Okay. What do I want to do with my day? Do I want to start tearing stuff down over there? Kinda want to do that. Because I have a feeling I'm eventually going to relocate these people too. And I haven't ever, like, none of this stuff has really been planned out. Like, really planned out. So it'll be the first time I plan out spacing too. I did get the tape measure. So I'm curious to see if that will actually help me. Or if I'm going to have to actually bust out graph paper. I might. I've got a pad of it. Where's my graph paper? It should be up here somewhere. Maybe it's out in my crafty space. I don't remember when the last time I used it. Or if I should just wing it, you know, because it's still early enough in the game that it's not going to be the forever space. But because I'm making the effort to move it, and I know I want space for, like, garden and orchard and animals, like, I feel like I should plant at least a little bit. Were any of my orchard... Did any of that grow? Did I look at it and just ignore it, or did I not even look at it? I'm gonna go check real quick, because I kind of want to take care of that. Apples. Apples grew. Okay. Moving house in games like this is always such a process, too, because there's so much to think about. Man, whenever we moved in Valheim, it was always like just an ordeal. I mean, there were 4 of us, but it was still such an ordeal. Well, and some of us were better at doing the building and planning than others, or they were more inclined to let the people that were interested in doing all of that stuff do it. Like, I actually don't know. One of us, I'm not sure if they actually like building and designing. I got the impression that they didn't. But I don't know if they would have done more if, you know, like me and my friend weren't really into the building and designing stuff. Not that it was like a game like this where you actually... people do build magnificent things in Valheim, but like if you're just... We were just playing the game as opposed to we're trying to build some magnificent settlement. But I feel like this game is definitely geared towards people that are inclined to build a full-on town. Valheim's got a lot more emphasis on fighting. Because there are, you know, boss battles and things like that. I've seen some pretty epic builds from Valheim, though, where I'm just like, wow. I'm just going to strip this whole peninsula. That's what I'm going to do. And then we'll see what we're working with. I could use, the gumwood, too. Oh, I'm going to use the bathroom soon. My coffee's catching up to me. Ooh, I've got so much money right now. Look at me go. I didn't even really register the fact that I had that much money. Even after buying stuff from Franklin. Maybe I should go ahead and upgrade my house again. I have a feeling the resources are going to be a little bit more intense for the next upgrade, though. Because I think it's the last upgrade. Gimme. Gimme that. You know what I should have? I should have... Do I actually need my sides? I'm not sure. I've got plenty of trees to cut down and think about it. Did I already buy another axe today? I feel like I didn't. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. I got a itch. Oh, I was supposed to look around for that bug. I did not. Oh, I didn't buy anything today. I'll take it. I might even go ahead and take a pickaxe. And I might go ahead and take a shovel, because I'm going to be doing some digging. Thanks. I'll get it. Should I look around for that bug? Did it say morning? I don't even remember now. I'm gonna take a quick cursory look around. Do my kids still have a xylophone? I thought I got rid of the xylophone. I swear I just heard a xylophone. What are you? You're a bug I've already caught. And this is the bushlands, yeah? Bushlands. Alright. If it said morning, then I'm already screwed. But... Oh. Hi. Who are you? Are you a thing? Nope. The angle made it look like something I didn't recognize. Tropics. This is a bug I've already got too. No. Only use the repair table for upgraded tools and weapons. Yeah, I figured not the basic ones. Just because they're so cheap to replace them. Especially if I have to use a repair kit to repair things. Here, come eat this bird. If you eat that bird, I will take the meat home. But only if you eat it. Did you actually get it? Good job. Oh, no, don't eat. Don't eat the meat. That's for me. I don't care how many calories you burned chasing it. Or if it fought back. I don't think those ones fight back, though, right? Those ones don't fight back. They just run. All right. It's another fly. And I've already kind of wandered that way. If I miss this bug, I miss this bug. It'll be fine. Well, there's a bunch of crocodiles over there. I'm just not going to bother. Goodbye. But yes, I'm going to have to chop down all my trees. I actually considered even leaving the tree farm thingy over here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm actually going to try and relocate it. We'll see how my patience is by the time I get to that point, though. Because the first thing will be to move the house and the animals. Essentially, things that I want to deal with on a daily basis are the things I'm going to move first. This is not... kind of feel like I should just say, screw this bug. Oh, I did get to try fishing with, like, a fishing buffed food. And I was like, oh. This is why I should care about the food I eat. I knew that was... Ugh, pockets are full. I don't really care. What is... Oh, it was way in the distance. I was like, wait. This is a bug I've already gotten. That's a bug I've already gotten. Kind of feel like I should be mining that, but my pockets are full. Where are you, mystery bug? Who knows? What I need is a bug detector. This is a fly, right? It looks like a fly. And you are a butterfly I'm already familiar with. Ooh. My pockets are full. Risky. Oh, why am I using that? That. Oh, and I have way too much stuff. Okay, well, we'll just let these go, because... Can I not? It won't let me just... Okay. I didn't think I picked up some shells. Oh, you know how I picked them up? I picked them up because I was dealing with trying to get the meat away from that crocodile. This. This. There. Now go home and stop trying to catch stuff. This is where I find the bug. Because I'm like, no, go home. Because that would be typical. Not having the space. Alright. Oh, oh, oh. Get in there. Get in there and sell him some crap. Is that it? No. This stuff, too. Right? Yes. I should have put my traps away, is what I should have done. But, as usual, I didn't plan in advance. I just followed my whims. And ended up having full pockets. It's fine. What is my bug catching level? I'll have to look. I don't know off the top of my head. Bug catching level is 18. Because I don't prioritize it. I just kind of randomly do it. Are we not brewing stuff right now? What happened to that? I picked up stuff and just ran away? Sounds like something I'd do. Okay. I'm going to go continue to chop down trees. I might go ahead and grab my scythe. Just in case I feel inclined. I don't think it's super necessary though. All right. We will go chop more trees. I'm gonna have to get a sneaky snack on break. Oh, I did it. I bottomed out my stamina. Should have known. I need level 30 for the new terrarium. Ooh. New terrarium. We'll get there. Fishing and bug catching, any game that's like this are always the things that I forget to do unless somebody tells me, hey, go do that. Like, even today, I got that thing in the mail, and it said, hey, go do that. But not like there's a deadline or somebody who wants the thing. And so I didn't think about it right away. Forgot. Although I actually do enjoy the fishing in this game. More so than some games. Some games are really frustrating. I wouldn't say it's my favorite activity, but as far as fishing in games goes, I do like how they handle it in this one. Because it's entertaining enough and difficult enough, but not so difficult that it's like, I don't ever want to do that. But like Dreamlight Valley, I get bored fishing in Dreamlight Valley too much. Which is why I rely so heavily on Moana's boat to get fish, you know, fish stockpile. And one of the reasons I'm probably so frustrated, they still haven't put a boat equivalent in the expansion worlds. But, oh well. It's not like it's... I'm glad that it's boring and not also difficult. Because that would be really annoying. What game is it that it's a pain in the ass? I feel like if it was a pain in the ass and boring, I would just like... I would never catch fish. It's like I used to serve, like, wait tables and stuff. And I used to say that you could be needy, rude, or cheap, but you couldn't be 2 or 3 of those things. Because otherwise, then that just makes for a bad experience, you know, at work. Like, if you were nice and polite, but cheap, then at least you were nice, you know, and not needy. Like, I need a refill every 2 minutes kind of person, because those people get annoying after a while. It's not so bad, like, I guess it just depends on how the whole night is going to, or the shift or whatever. But the people that demanded a lot of stuff and then were also cheap was like, you should know that you were asking a lot and then tip like $1. Like, that's not okay. Like, because you know, if I get a lot of stuff or ask for special requests, and things go well, like, I tip really well. Of course, I tip really well because I worked in the service industry for like a decade. So, I like to be one of the people that helps balance out the really crappy tippers. Because those people do make a big difference. If you are willing to tip well or tip like over what is normal, then not that I expect people to do that, but they do help balance out the people that will tip nothing or tip, you know, 10% or 5% or whatever. Like, there is a balance. Or the people that are really rude. Really rude people are obnoxious, though. Just across the board. I hate it when people are being rude with anybody working in customer service or anything like that, because it's like, they are not a punching bag. Do not abuse them. And I think part of it's just because people have frustrating things going on and don't see it as a problem to capitalize being able to take it out on somebody who works in customer service, because a lot of times those people in those positions are not supported by like the bigwigs of the company or the business. I'm not saying bad customer service people don't exist, because they do, but a lot of people will take their crappy day out on someone who they think can't retaliate. And I don't think that's good or healthy, actually, for anybody. All right. Things are getting cleared out. And then I'll actually have to start trying to think about where I want to put stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. Oh, well. Oh. Hey, let's pickaxe this tree. I'm sure it'll be fine. I feel like there's a lot of conversation happening for lunch today. What is that? Oh, Ruku. I'm not picking that up. And so I'm not sure what I need to do to make fertilizer yet. I'm not going to grab every scrap of every single thing I see, because I will go insane if I do that. I already get distracted enough as it is. Did I not talk to anybody today? I didn't do any of this. I haven't been paying as much attention to the daily things as I should. if I've been getting them done, it's been like because I'm just doing stuff, not because I'm actually paying attention to the stuff it's asking me to do. I also wonder about these signs. Like, what do they do? What are they for? I've been keeping them. Because I don't know what to do with them. Hopefully they're not like a spawn point for the kangaroos. I thought about that. Uh-oh, this axe is gonna go. Yep, there it went. Okay. So I'm super... Is this the last tree? Yeah, I think this is the last tree that I'm gonna cut down. And then I want to start moving dirt. That would be a question for Kim. Okay. Or I could look it up in the wiki. I've thought about that just because they seem to be kind of an odd little thing. Like the signs. And sometimes I just ask the question to ask the question. Not that I expect you to just know stuff, you know. Vocalizing the brain circus. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, this is actually going to work out really well. I'm going to take my break at the end of this day. And I say that out loud, and then somebody will come in, like, just before. Just before. Okay. Because I feel like I've been doing that lately. Oh, that wasn't the last tree. I want to get these trees down, too. For funsies. So this fossil, I think I found one before and I sold it. I also found a ruby thing that I could pick up in the mine, and I broke it because I wasn't sure exactly what to do with it. So I was like, well, maybe if I break it, it gave me a ruby shard. But I wasn't sure if it would be better to hoard it or keep it intact and sell it. So we'll just make our best guess, you know. Really don't want to use up my axe. I know I keep saying that I don't mind replacing it, but also the stingy part of my brain is like, don't do it. Don't use it up on these trees. Alright, you are also in that. Because although this seems like a huge amount of space over here, I'm also like, is it actually going to be enough space? I don't know. We'll find out. Well, and just another reason I overthink everything. Like, do I want this to be flush with the sand? I don't think I do. Partially because where would I put all this dirt? But also, like, does it really matter? It probably doesn't. Okay. So, now that we've got that going on, if I don't relocate them, how much space do I want in between where my farm starts and their buildings stop? Probably 3. I don't know if I'm actually going to have enough dirt to fill in. I'd have to get dirt from somewhere else. Depends on how far over I want to go. I feel like I'm gonna need graph paper. No. Actually, that's not right. 1, 2, 3. So this is the line. Oh, I was doing the right thing. Okay. Oh, hello. And I know it's not like as aesthetically pleasing to have just a box shape, like a rectangle or a square, but it's so much easier for me to like think about planning out things when it is. So I guess we could just move things around later. I should get my wheelbarrow. I'm actually going to do this in earnest. Although I'm about to run out of time. Well, that's not true. Digging nearly doesn't take that much. Where the heck's my wheelbarrow? Drive it. Go. So you're going to start all over with 1.0? That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how long I'm going to play this particular. I feel like there's a lot to learn. And although, like, I don't know what, because I haven't really looked since I'm new to the game, I haven't looked about like what might be changing with 1.0. So I don't know if it would necessarily be worth it for me to restart just because it's going full release. Or if I should just keep plugging along. I'm probably just going to keep plugging along. Unless it's like, well, you said you were intentionally starting over, so maybe it's... Coral Island, actually... What the... You had to start all over. But they gave you, like, money and stuff. Like, they gave you stuff that you'd already earned for what you had done in the early access. So I started that game with a ton of money because I had a huge farm. And so they gave you, like, money equivalent for the stuff that you had built in addition to the money you had already... Like, I don't even remember. I had a ridiculous amount of money to start the game with. So... I feel like it's too early for me to want to start over. Unless that's, like, something I can't avoid, you know? Tuesday night at 9 p.m. is when it comes out. Well, and I know that, like, everybody and their mother is going to be all over it because of that. And my plan is still to do Dreamlight Valley. Whether or not that's the best move content-wise, like, here. But I am so hyped for Alice in Wonderland. Like, I really wish they weren't happening in the same week. Because there's part of me that's excited to keep playing this game, and then there's another part that's like, I have been waiting for this since they announced the roadmap for 2025. like the hype has been building longer for that one for me. So, well, I don't even know. It depends on how involved all of it is too. Like, I'm still torn about like maybe doing one Dinkum and one Dreamlight Valley in the week. Like, maybe Thursday night is Dinkum, and maybe, well, no, this week it'll definitely be Dreamlight Valley because that'll be probably the first time I get to play after the update comes out. But maybe Sunday would be Dinkum. It just depends on how, you know, that first night of Dreamlight Valley goes. I also feel like I will get through that stuff a lot quicker just because I've been playing Dreamlight Valley so much longer. Like, it's not going to be as much of a learning curve. It's going to be just like, okay, and then do the next thing, and then do the next thing, and then do the next thing. Like, I should have tons of resources, and the Star Path stuff doesn't have to get done on stream. So there's going to be a lot of... I think it's just going to be a lot quicker for me to just do it. But then there's the other part of me that's like, you can't play Dinkum that much when you're not streaming because it takes so long to get through a whole day that I'm going to want, you know, to have a stream slot for it so that I can play more than one day and play, you know, and get it in it all. So, Steph and Riley will be streaming the update Tuesday night, so you'll watch them before making a final decision. Oh, about restarting, you mean? Yeah, I think I'm just too new to start over already. Like, I would like to have a more established town. Like, even this move, like I said, it's not really going to be the final move. Oh, shit. Don't do that. I would like to have, like, a full, like, town relocation maybe under my belt. Because, or maybe not that, but maybe, like, where I'm at the point of wanting to do that. Because I feel like I just plunked my tent down. First of all, I wasn't totally convinced that I was going to want to buy it that second. Like, I was still convinced. It's like, I want to check this game out. I want to see what it's like. Really was still being stingy about money. And then, you know, 4 hours later, it was all over. But, like, I didn't know where to put my tent. They're like, pick a good place for a tent. Pick a good place for your house. And I'm just like, I don't know where to go. So I kind of feel like when I'm ready to restart or move the town in general, like the whole thing, that I might go, okay, this is the time to restart because that's maybe where I'll start the game, like a new playthrough at all. I feel like I'm using way more words than is necessary to explain that. You probably know what I mean, so it's okay. But, oh no. I hate it when you dig the spot out under the wheelbarrow and then you try and put it back and then you put it in the wheelbarrow. Alright. It's okay. Because I started to look at, I think it was Sarah had like a tips for starting Dinkum, and I didn't watch it too far because I mean, sometimes like people will be like super basic stuff. Like I ended up watching one that was super, super basic. Like a lot of it I already knew. And then some people will be like, these are beginner tips. And then they will be a little bit more advanced than where I'm already at. And I'm like, oh, I have to stop. She, like, the first thing she said was to run around and really take your time. I don't know if it's outdated now, but, like, apparently, like, until you set your tent down, or at least it used to be, you would, like, the day timer wouldn't even start. So you'd have all this time to be able to really look around and get a sense of where things were and, like, where you wanted to put your home base. She also mentioned marking those towers, and before she got into that, I was like, no, you're already starting talking about stuff I didn't know yet. But I was like, oh, that would have made such a difference had I realized that I didn't need to just pick a spot and commit. So I think eventually, you know, I'll be able to feel like I know where I want like my center to be. Because literally I got off the dock and was looking for just a spot that looked big enough for a tent. I was like, this looks fine. And, you know, I only thought I was going to be doing it for like a weekend. At least initially. This is my learning island. Exactly. Exactly. See? Far less words to get to what I'm trying to say. But we already know that I talk too much. I talk too much. It's okay. Oh, my shovel's gonna break any minute now. Oh. See, I'm shoveling too fast. She's getting tired. She's actually not... It's harder to notice when I bottom my stamina out when I'm doing this late. Because it doesn't terribly affect the speed. Oh, now we did. I said it out loud, and then it immediately was like, I'll prove you wrong. Okay, well, we'll go home and we'll sleep. And then we'll look at this again in the day. Okay. But I'm going to take a break before I get sucked into another day. Because I do need to use the bathroom. Oh, look at that. Hello. Here, have some more lime jam. Requires 10. Oh. It's like a half 10. No, you don't. You have 9. So what's next? What's next? I sold some of my jams and juices and stuff. Not a ton of them. But some of them. Because I had several. Like the lime and the not waddle, because I use waddle. Lime and something else. Apples? I think I used that. Yeah. Okay, we're calling it a day. We're going to take a break. Oh. Autonomica is a go. Back to the Kickstarter, and they reached the first goal in less than 24 hours. Oh, wow. Yeah, the screenshots from that. I think I started to watch the trailer. Who the heck is that? Nope. Don't get distracted. Okay. But I just looking at the screenshots and maybe like the first part of the trailer, I was like, I cannot look at that. Cannot. I'm glad that they are started, but yeah, that game looks so up my alley that I'm just like, I'm glad it's coming. I'm glad it's being funded. I'm glad that they're getting going, but I have to not look at it because I can't let it take over my brain, especially when it's not even in early access yet. I have at least 2 games on my radar in addition to the 2 games I'm playing quite a bit, and that's even in addition to the fact that my husband really wants to play the Indiana Jones game that came out, and that our friends are playing Ark and keep mentioning how anytime we want to join them, we can. Like, that's just so many games happening all at once. But I'm glad to know it's, like, going. So that's awesome. All right. It's break time. So grab a sneaky snack, grab a drink, use the bathroom, stretch, move around, do all of the things, because I'm going to try and do all of the things and figure out all of my buttons. There we go. And I will... Nope. I thought the music went away. I clicked the button. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. I keep trying to do it at the beginning, like in between days, because the sound actually goes away. Since it's such a pain in the ass to manage the sound. Okay, there we go. Better. Now I'm going to do all the things. And I'll be back in a little bit.
So change that beat up.
Here we go.
What are you doing, man? Are we gonna kick a beat or what?
We're gonna kick the beat. We're gonna kick the
Yo,
ill
we'll
beat.
drop it.
I was like, I'm just chilling, coming back. My song just started, and I looked at the chat. There's a whole bunch of people. Hi. I just got done with my break. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody? And Sarah, again, you're so sweet. Oh, go eat. Go eat. Hopefully I didn't miss you completely, but if I did, that's okay. I understand. Hunger pains are hunger pains. Hi. Hi, Nina and Nancy. And is it Kalena? Or Selena? Flo? All these people, welcome. How's everybody doing? Saw Sarah was doing her vanilla today. Hey, and Shelly, welcome, welcome. And I'm opening a drink. I grabbed a sneaky snack. I stretched, took care of the body, did all the things. Kalena, all right, excellent. Hey, so welcome in. I'm a practical eccentric. Bama turned me on to Dinkum for the free weekend. Well, she'd been nudging for a little bit. She's like, hey, there's this game. And I was being resistant because I was being cheap because real life money stuff, you know. But free weekend, and then 1.0 is coming, and I was like, oh. And so I played it for about 4 hours and then went, okay, I have to figure out how to pay for this. But now I'm, of course, addicted, which everyone I'm sure knows how that goes. Oh. Did I do it again where I didn't actually repause the game? It's 12:30. Obviously, I did that. Okay. But anyway, but I regularly play Disney Dreamlight Valley. I have played other games in the past. So I like to follow my whims. I also like to do crafty stuff, but if you have not been with me before, just kind of a quick rundown. Also, we are adults here, and there will be language, so hopefully you are not offended by that, but I keep forgetting to add that disclaimer that sometimes I swear. Debo, Stitzy, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? That is okay. I am also late because I was on my break when you guys came. I even said, and Bama can attest to this, I was like, I'm going to take my break and I'm going to say that, and then somebody's going to show up. And you guys came in while I was still on my break. So I have great timing, apparently, and particularly with Sarah, because I feel like that's like the third time. Either I've, like, the first two times were, I'm going to raid, and I was just getting ready to take my break, and then Bama's like, don't go! There's a raid! All right. So I'm still really new and really early in this game, as far as I know. But I am now at a point where my initial setup is getting to be too small. So I'm working on trying to clear a big chunk of area. Ooh, those look so pretty in the snow. Look how pretty those are. Oh my gosh, I think that's my favorite plant in the, like, frosty. Look how cute those are. Okay, I'm not getting distracted by that. Well, that's not true. Apparently, I am getting distracted by that. But I'm trying to clear a spot for moving all of my stuff so that I can expand animals and potentially more farm plots and stuff like that. So, oh, thanks. I use Chill Hop for my music, and they are a free I don't know, site source for music for content creators. You just have to make sure you credit them. So yeah, I've really gotten into that stuff. Sometimes I get back before my music or before my break is over, and I sit here and I'm like, I haven't heard this song in a while. So thank you. I don't remember who, you know, all the content creator advice channel people that tell you how to do stuff. Somebody had brought them up at one point because I was trying to figure out how I was going to add music, and I need to put stuff away because I have too much stuff in my inventory. That's what's happening to me. And so, yeah, I just was like, well, I'll check that out, and then was completely sold pretty quickly on the stuff that they had available. So, do I have other stuff that goes in here? Where does this thing go? It goes over here. I moved it. Okay. So yeah, I really like their stuff. I really need to go in and add some more stuff to my playlist, essentially, my favorites list, so that I can have new music. Because that's always fun. The problem is that I tend to be doing other things that I need to use my brain for, and I forget. I'll put music on that I haven't heard, and then I'll sit there for ages and go, wait, I should have favorited like the last 4 songs, and I've completely spaced it. I'm wandering away when I shouldn't be wandering away. I got way too excited. I get a little hyper sometimes, so hopefully that's okay. Get a little excited, and I just opened a monster, so who knows how much that will make me hyper. But that means I'm waking up because it's been gloomy and rainy all morning, which has kind of made for a very chill Easter, which I'm not mad about. My older son is mad. He keeps opening the front door and goes, "Stop raining!" But it's because he wants to go out and do stuff. So I can't really spite him for that. But, yeah, energetically, I seem to be picking up a little bit. I also stuffed a cheese stick in my face during break, so that's helped too. Food's good. Gotta feed the brain. Do I really want to keep the scythe on me? Maybe not. Maybe not, but I kept it anyway. Good job. All right, don't forget your animals. Don't forget your stuff. Remember what we're doing. There we go. Okay. So, is everybody getting excited for 1.0? I am so new to the game that I don't even know what my expectations are for that. More fun, more stuff, more things I don't know yet. But I feel like the people that have been committed to this game for a while are super into it, which is great. It's great to see people like really excited about stuff like this. I am looking forward to 1.0 just because I always am looking forward to new stuff, but not like I don't know enough to know what my expectations should be. But unfortunately, it's coinciding with Dreamlight Valley's next update too, so I'm going to have to divide my time. Which is like a blessing and a curse. Like, there are so many worse things to have to divide your time amongst. Like, oh no, 2 games I'm in love with are having new stuff. Oh no! I just wish I could have more time for all of it. But, you know, real life doesn't afford us that. Got 2 kids and a full-time job, and car troubles are occurring right now, and I have to start scheduling some dentist appointments, which is delightful. But that's okay. All right, I'm trying to make a big flat area over here. Oh, there went my shovel. I knew it was going to go. There we go. New shovel, new shovel. Nobody's visiting today. No, that's not true. Somebody is visiting today. Oh, good. I didn't completely screw it up. Although here I am trying to screw up this. Okay, I'm going to go visit this person because it's 3:27. I also suffer from squirrel brain and I get distracted really easily, which in games like this is not helpful. Is she gonna dye my hair? Hold on, let me in. Sally. Hey there, I'm Sally. I'm a hairstylist. I'm kind of new at it though. If you would like a haircut, I could always use the practice. Well, I don't want to cut. I want you to dye my hair. I need to dye my hair, like in real life. A haircut or a color change? Now, does she have more than what was offered at the beginning of the... Oh. Not that one. I was like, all the greens except for that one. The reds aren't bad either. And pink. Okay. Purples. Like the blue, too. Okay. Is it this one? Oh, that's a different green. Wait, what? Why was there a random green at the end? Okay. Go to... I think it might be the second green. I like this one, but I think I like that one better. This one's yellow. Yeah, I can spend 5. Now... Oh, she just left. Yep. Damn. Okay. Well, I didn't get to check out the hairstyles, but that's the first time she has visited. We have green hair now! Huzzah! Adulting is hard. It is hard. I still don't even know exactly what's going on with my car. Which means, of course, I don't know exactly how long it's going to be before I get my car back. Oh, well, I'm really glad I didn't pick the teal color. I knew her hair was that color, but I forgot that she was also ponytail wearing. So next time I'll have to see if I can change my hairstyle. Although ponytails and pigtails are my go-to in literally every game. Until I start creating multiple characters. I will say that is the nice thing about playing Diablo 4. My husband and I have been playing that pretty regularly since we got it last year. And I have now made a wider variety of characters, like, aesthetically, than I usually do. Because I've played almost every class now, and I've gotten to make a lot of different characters. Although I think I'm still, the one I think is still the most proud of is that we played, if anybody here is a Laurel K. Hamilton fan, I made a necromancer named Anita, after Anita Blake. And then what was my husband? Was he a sorcerer? I think he played a sorcerer that round and named him Jean-Claude. So for anyone that's into that. But I also got to, you can give them a title, like earn suffix and prefix sections of a title, and I got to name her the Executioner, which for people who are not Laurel K. Hamilton fans, Anita Blake is a necromancer, and her nickname is the Executioner in the Anita Blake's books, which there are like 30 books now. I'm so behind. But and Jean-Claude is a vampire. And after 30 books, it's way more complicated now than it was at the very beginning, but that's okay. Ooh, she's got a little flower in her hair. Cute. I don't think I actually registered. For some reason, I think I just thought it was a bow. But it's actually a little flower. That's cute. I would like a little flower for my hair. I also now have 2 pairs of glasses. Because I like having glasses on my character. I guess Dreamlight Valley I've been able to do a lot more variety of character creation stuff too. I think I want to change my character in that game too soon. Because I was waiting to use these wings that I've been using now, but I've been using them now for a while, so I think it's time to change her up. I might change her up for the update to look like Alice, since we're getting Alice in Wonderland. Oh my. It's gonna be worth it. All this dirt moving is gonna be worth it. Then I have to see how practical using this tape measure thing is. Because I don't know. I tested it out a little bit. But I'm not sure if I can, like, measure out more than one space at a time, or if it's just, like, just one. I didn't look for my graph paper on my break. Dang it! Should have done that. So now I'm trying to decide if the best thing to do is to, like... I feel like I'm overthinking things. I overthink everything. Oh, and I completely forgot that I was going to try and use some of the dirt that was actually over here to just put it down here instead of having to truck it all the way from the other side. I thought about it. I thought about doing smart moves and then did not actually execute the smart moves because I forgot about them before I actually did anything. And the autopilot just took over. Make snowmen with the snowballs. I broke one of those and just ended up throwing the 2 snowballs that came out of it. But that's pretty cute. Ugh. I need to like write down the order of taking my break stuff so that I remember not leave it paused. Did I use too many knots in that sentence? I don't know. So, how do you stack them if there's more than one? Is that what you do? It means I have to look around and see if I can find another one. See, I should be moving dirt, but now I'm like, oh, Bama said there's a snowman thing. Heidi, hello. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, crap. Oh, it didn't hurt it. Okay, I was like, oh no, I just screwed it up. Okay, so now I've got 2. So if I put it here. Ah! Why do I feel like I should have put you somewhere else? Oh, I can put you somewhere else. Fantastic. Boink. Hello. Now, if I had a top hat, would it come to life? Cute. I'm glad there were at least 2 snowballs to do that with. All right, how far across do I actually want to go? Because I feel like there's going to be a relatively wide point. Oh, I kind of don't want to go that far. I kind of want to just... Well, is that enough space? It seems like a lot, but I have a feeling once I start putting my house over here and farm, like all that stuff, it's going to get consumed real fast. Like, it's just... Oh, oh, that's right. There's still dirt over there. I'm overthinking things. Just keep moving. Just keep putting dirt down. And then maybe what I should do is just move the house. Kind of just decide where I want it to go. And then we'll build around it. And if it's not perfect, that's fine. Because... I still don't think this is where I want. What I really wanted to do when I first started playing the game, because she was like, go find a place for the town center and your house and all of that. I was like, I really want to be in the middle of the map. And then when I started running around, I was like, oh gosh, this place is huge. Maybe I shouldn't run around and find, because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything. It's just like, so... I don't know. I'm just going to move the house. I don't think I can move it. No, I can. No, I can't. I can't talk to her about that until tomorrow now. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I want my house right next to the tower is where I want it. I mean, I think this is the last of the dirt that's on this level over here. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go chuck it down over here. Okay. And I feel like I saw something about a creative mode. Is there a creative mode in this game? Because I swear I didn't see it in the menu. But I thought I saw somebody talking about doing something in creative mode. Not that I really want to jump into creative mode too soon, because I don't want to know too much too soon as far as like what's available to build with later. At least not yet. But creative mode is a great way to plan out stuff in games like this, because it takes so long to do it when you're doing a survival that once you get to the point where you're like, okay, I really want to build something for real. There will be in the update. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of want to make this straight line. So if I put dirt here already that I didn't mean to put, then oh well, that's fine. Right now you have to enable dev commands to do creative mode. Oh, supposed to make it easier in the update. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm kind of glad it's not, like, super accessible right now. Not that I would do it. Like, I can behave myself enough to not go into creative mode before I really want to be in creative mode, but that's nice that he's adding a way to make it easier. Because I'm sure there's lots of people that either already are doing, you know, going through the trouble to enable that mode and just making it easier for people who want to do that. I don't really know about a lot about this developer. Not that I'm like super savvy on most developers. But I do like developers that listen to their community and are involved. Like how you made your game look as if it's on a small screen. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I spent a lot of time having it be full screen. I didn't like how my face covered, like my face camera covered it. So I knew I wanted to eventually make an overlay to at least limit that coverage. Because depending on the game, I could be covering a significant portion or like something that people want to see, depending on the HUD layout. But the little swirly background is actually a manipulated picture of my art desk, which is just a bunch of paint that's just gotten on my desk over the years as I've made things. So I really, besides not having the money to invest in, you know, paying for stuff like that, I also like the idea of kind of figuring stuff like that out for myself and using stuff that I have made so that I can learn new skills, but also that way I can, you know, exercise different modes of creativity, I guess. I don't know. I like it because I like my messy desk. It doesn't look a lot like my desk now because I've manipulated the image in a program, but I think it's good to play the game first, still use dev commands just for big builds and play the game normally otherwise. You've played since launch. Wow. Commitment. See, that's how I am about Dreamlight Valley. Is I've played, well, I don't know if there was like an alpha or a beta or anything, because I actually didn't hear anything about it until it came out on Game Pass. But they put it on Game Pass for Microsoft, Xbox, that, when early access was available. So I was like, I don't know anything about this game. I'm going to play it with my kids because it's Disney and Pixar and they're into that stuff. Wait a minute. Am I doing the wrong line? Shit. Autopilot. You betray me again. Okay, that's all right. We'll just leave it for now. We'll just leave it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to say that like repeatedly. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it's mostly for me. because I can get really anal retentive about stuff for no good reason. Do I need to put anything away? No, because I really didn't do much besides move dirt around today. That's okay. But yeah, that's how I feel about that game, because I've been playing it. I don't know. When did that come out? Was that also 2022 when that came out? So I wouldn't say I've been playing it like 100% of the time since then, but like it's been on the regular rotation since then. So I get it. I don't use any like, I don't even know if there's any commands or anything in that game. I'm sure somebody's figured out something. I don't really dig into the behind the scenes stuff on that game, but I am like invested in playing it when new stuff comes out for sure. And I'm not really a builder. So maybe if I was a builder, I'd be more into digging into stuff, trying to make things easier on myself. I've only recently got into trying to push myself to build more in that game because I'd like to get better. I did that with The Sims. I guess that's something I've used mods and codes and stuff to help make things easier to do. But I'm usually a gameplay person first, and then dressing up and cosmetic stuff second, and then building. So I'm trying to get better about it, but I always feel like I'm never going to do a good enough job, and I'm always going to be like never coming up with all the really cool ideas. It stresses me out a lot, and so instead of doing anything, I'll do nothing. So this year has been a lot about just do something, because the alternative is that nothing is decorated. And even if it's not as awesome as people online will show you, it doesn't mean it can't still be fun to walk around and have things decorated. I don't need this tracked anymore. Why am I still tracking this? Unpin it. Play other games too, but always come back to Dinkum. Yeah. I have 2 islands. I have dev commands on, but I only use them on one of the 2 islands where I simply wish to test builds. Otherwise, play vanilla. Going into lurk mode, fantastic. We love lurkers. And eat some dinner. Oh! Hi, Steph! Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. I popped into one of your, like, I'm trying to avoid Dinkum-y stuff because I don't want to spoil myself too much too soon. But you were playing something else. It was like this cozy building game, and I was like, you know, this game looks so cool. Except for I probably would sit there and go, I don't even know where to start. Because we were just talking about me not being comfortable with being a builder. I can't remember what game it was. You were making some kind of witchy Victorian cottage, and it looked like it was all building. But it's been hectic this week at work, so I'm like, I have like 2 minutes. What is this game? Not that I need more games on my wish list. I really, really don't. Okay, am I doing anything with this stuff? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Just go to bed. I probably forgot something. Tiny Glade. Yes, that was it. But the 2 minutes I got to see, I was like, that's a cute, just aesthetically, it's very cute. But I feel like I wasn't as tempted to immediately want to purchase this game. Just because if it is all building, I probably would get stuck in a decision lane for way too long. But I love seeing like stuff like that existing in the world, you know? Like, even stuff I'm not into, I'm just happy to know it's around. For the people that really do get into that kind of thing. And then I can look at it. Alright. But maybe if I exercise that, you know, test my discomfort enough, I will eventually start doing games that are more about designing and building. Not like that library game, though. Oh my gosh. I keep thinking about it, where I'm just like, I could just play that for a few minutes at a time. Just sort books. And then go to work and sort books, because I work in a library. All building, but super easy. Describe it as doodling. Huh. Even experienced builder could build if they just learned... Just learn the buttons. It sounds cool and it looks cool, but I feel like I have to practice more because it's not my big draw, you know? Like, that's not the first thing I look for in a game. I like having that in a game, even if I don't use it. Which seems kind of silly. I don't know. Brains are weird. I'm not going to try and figure my own self out while I'm trying to pick these plants. Okay, so I can't sleep in the house. Bama has already told me I can't sleep in the house when I try and relocate it. So I'm going to have to plan for that. I guess I could just... I'm assuming I could just grab my sleeping bag and stick it on the ground? Oh, I didn't get all the bottle brush. But I remember years ago, there's like a ton of little like clicky games where you're like you can serve people stuff. I think before the big simulator stuff. I can't remember what the first one was that I played, but it was essentially serving plates in a restaurant and then you wash the dishes and like I think it was Diner Dash. Gosh, that was a while ago now. But I worked in a restaurant at the time and I remember a buddy of my husband and I, he was just like, he also worked in the same restaurant that I did. He was just like, why are you playing a game about working in a restaurant? You work in a restaurant. And that's kind of how I feel right now about thinking about getting this silly library game. But it looks fun. And I feel like I'd either be really good at it or really bad at it because it'll be, you know, because it's a video game, right? So, like, there's a challenge to it. Why did I stick that in there? Oh, because I hit the wrong button, that's why. Okay, that's fine. Okay, feed the chickens. Get all the eggs. Water your plants. Did I forget to water the plants yesterday? I must have, because I ended up leaving my game unpaused. That's what happened. Sorry. Trying to type with a 98-pound German Shepherd. Oh, who thinks they're a lapdog? Dinkum used to overwhelm me also, and building ability was difficult. Yeah, they need love now. Exactly. Yeah, my parents have a giant dog that thinks he's a lapdog. He's huge. But, you know, when they need the snuggles, they need them. Yeah, I figure, like, I'm still in that stage of, well, I'm still pushing the wrong button half the time. So, like, once things start to become more familiar, I feel like things will start to smooth out as far as getting, like, because I'm like, I don't even know what road to build first. You don't really need them yet. So... But again, overthinking. It's one of my specialties. This is also the first time I've ever started a new game like this publicly. Like, most of the games that I have played up until this point, I was playing before I was creating content around them. The first game I ever played was The Sims, and The Sims 4. And I've been playing that since The Sims 1. So I was very comfortable with that. And I was, you know, I started a playthrough that I would love to get back to someday. When one day the Sims bug is really going to strike me. Like, I keep thinking it might get me, but it hasn't yet. Which is good, because The Sims can take over your life. I still see lots of, like, little short form content about Sims life that I'm just like, yeah, I've been there. But yeah, this is the first time I've played a brand new game where anybody could come in and be like, hi, I'm going to watch you play this game. So although I'm not, like, worried about judgment or, like, that kind of stuff because, well, I'm either going to be smooth or not, and that's just how it's going to be. But it is kind of a new experience to, like, fumble about and have all that learning stuff happening where anybody could be watching. Some rough lovin's. Oh my goodness. You'd watch the greats and attempt to copy? Yeah, see, that's part of the reason I'm avoiding watching a lot of stuff right now. Just because, like, I don't think I'm at a point anymore where I would be like, oh, I can't recreate those awesome things that they're doing. Because I already know that that's not realistic to start at that level, for especially people who do it already. And actually, that's like one of their favorite things to do. But I don't want too many spoilers either. I don't necessarily want to like start building right off the bat with other people's aesthetics in mind too. I feel like I want to like build that in over time. Floby is a wonderful builder, just being humble. Well, but even people who are really good at stuff, like that doesn't mean they're not self-conscious about it. Should I sell this thing? I think I've gotten one other one before. I'm gonna drop it. Work well together. Do you guys play together? Okay, what do I want to do today? Do I want to just move my house? I think I do. Should I go ahead and get my sleeping bag out? If I can't sleep in the house? That seems weird to be sleeping outside. I guess I could sleep in one of the guest houses while my house is being moved. So I will grab that. And then I'm going to go tell Fletch to move. And then I'll start blocking out where I want to put stuff. Hi. I want to talk about the town. It's not about my house, because about my house is upgrading it. I want to move a building. All right. So then we'll move my house. Okay. Did play together? I haven't lately. Oh, goodness. Sorry, my nose is so itchy right now. Hey, that happens. Okay. Decide where your house will be moved. Move then. Go. All right. Can't tell if that's a real person talking inside my house or if that's my husband watching something on TV. I think it's the TV. Weird. Ditsy gets me and my ideas before we say them. We're in sync. Nice. That's fun to have somebody to play with like that. Okay. How far back do I want to put this house? I don't think I want to go all the way back there. And I don't think it has to be centered. Do I actually want to go all the way back there? I want it to be facing this way, I think. Because I can do whatever I want. It's my house. I don't have to make it make sense with the rest of the town. Okay. How close am I to this tower? Because that's what I really want to do. I'm like right there. Maybe I should center it with the tower. Kind of, sort of, maybe. This line-ish. I know I'm in the way. Maybe I should move it over just a little bit, though, because I can't. It's not like I can run straight out of my door and straight into the thing. I'm going to have to go around it because it's facing the other direction. So we'll just do it. Sure. Commit. Commit. I've committed. I really don't want you to grow here. Okay, so now that I've done that, theoretically I shouldn't have alligators, crocodiles, those things harassing me. I almost feel like I want to... Nope, we're not thinking about decorating yet. We're thinking about practical moving. Okay. Now what? What's next? What do I want to have closest to the house? Orchard. Is that a spider? Are you a new spider? Hold on. It just went in the water. Dick. I hate it when they do that. I was like, where's my net? You don't have the game anymore? The issues are many in game, so you delete it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a bummer. All about building, but if you want to watch my vanilla playthrough, that shouldn't have any spoilers unless stuff that people talk about, maybe. But I don't think that would be a worry either. I might. Behind me in progress. Yeah, see, that's I started kind of looking at Sarah's too, like the early one, just because I'm like, how early are they? So I might do that. But then you run the risk of like, if you poke your nose in and then realize that they're telling you stuff that you don't know yet, and it's like, oh no. So that's good. That's good that you're here, that you could tell me that. Okay, coconuts are not grown. Nothing is grown. Bananas aren't grown because those were just recent. I think the next two are going to be these guys. But I don't think I want to move the orchard. The orchard is something I check every day. I'm going to check this. Okay. The tree farm doesn't have to be super close. I thought about keeping it over here. I might keep the tree farm over here. And just move the orchard. I want this stuff. I think it's going to have to be animals. Animals. Okay. It's also a struggle when you move stuff around and then you realize like how used to where you put stuff. Like when you move house and you have to change where the utensils go. Your brain's just like, this doesn't seem right. So I kind of want to put, how big of a space do I need for the chickens? I don't necessarily want it in the same line as the house. And I'm going to want it to be maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for function, not form. Still a reminder for me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll make it just a 6 by 6. Okay. And then maybe back here can be garden. I don't know anything about wombats yet. I haven't gotten the license, but I know I want to make a space for them. Too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm almost out of these logs. Okay. How big is that? Yeah, see, look how quickly that went. Maybe I shouldn't make them that big then. I knew this spot looked big, and then it's still not big. Maybe I can put my farm down here. Because I also want to eventually, like, bring some water up for the rice. Which means all this dirt didn't even need to get moved. Ooh, I'm gonna dig that up, though. If you hear something you don't know, it would only pertain to the progression you're in, I believe. Like, it might be something you didn't realize you could do now or was a thing. Right. Yeah, I get it. Both Steph and Sarah are great builders. Yes, just the small peeks I've taken, I'm just like, wow. There are people who are so committed to building. Like, I've seen some Minecraft builds that are crazy. What was the other? I've seen some Valheim builds that were crazy, where it's just like jaw on the floor. How? Commitment. And just that particular creative instinct, you know, and talent, you know, skill, all of those things. All of those things that go into that. Okay. So if I do it this big, how Oh, you know what I meant to do? I meant to grab the damn measuring tape to see if it was actually useful. Here I am, like, trying to imagine a grid. There's a tool. And it's not just me. All right. Okay. Go. Do it. Tape measure. Let us see. Because I like the idea of this, but it just depends on how it actually works. How many plants do I have? I have apples, limes, whatever those blueberries are. I forget their name. I feel like it starts with a G. Figs, palms, bananas, bottle brush, wattle. So that's 8. Okay. Which means that's 16. No. 24, 25? 25 wide. It's a lot. How do I do this again? I did this before. Okay. 16. It's not even wide enough for what I want it to be. 19. That is significantly smaller. I should have planned it out a little better. Okay, well, how far up do I want to go then? 10 space and then here. I don't like that either. Okay, so I think I will... Oh, can I do multiples? No. Okay, that was something I wanted to know. Like, could I block out the coop and block out the wombats and block out the trees? No, just one. Okay. I always forget to use it. Gurse. A new name. Bama always dropping names. Making me go, who's that? I gotta write it down. Gurse build. I'm assuming that's somebody who builds really well. Not ready for that yet, as I write it down. I was hoping I could block out multiple things with the tape measure, you know? Okay. Well, that's a bummer that I put that there, and now I don't know if I want it there. I'm going to have to move them. That's what's going to have to happen. That's fine. I already had thought that. I actually, for some reason, was not thinking about it, but I'll have to relocate these people. And then I will have more space. Okay. Okay, good job. Good job, brain, for remembering what we thought of before and then forgot. And now have remembered again. Good job. Okay, so I can leave these this size. I want it to be 10. But it wasn't enough. Why does this not always want to go where I sell it? Okay, so 10. So I won't be able to go all the way to the same line, but that's okay. How far over do I want to be? Where are we in relation to this? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I'm getting too complicated. Okay. Stop. Stop. Maybe we'll just do that. Okay. It's not really where I want it to be eventually, but I want to know. I want to. Okay, there we go. 10. That's not right. Okay. Mental gymnastics. Okay. Now I'm going to need a lot more fencing. Jersey. Ah. A lot of fun to watch. Jersey. Okay. He mostly just builds. Don't worry about spoilers because his players are enough to be able to build what he wants. Well, it's in a similar vein as in playing creative too soon, just because I don't know what all is available yet, which is fun to discover. And one of the reasons I don't necessarily jump right into all the build videos either, just because I don't know what's eventually going to be available. Like, I haven't really spent a lot of money on getting more of, like, the build stuff from Franklin yet. I feel like I got something recently that I didn't even really register. I think it might have been this, the Rock Edge Path. Because I like having an evolution of stuff. I feel like I'm going to have to get into it before too much longer, though, because there's so many of ya. It's so intimidating, actually. I'm just like, hi. Like, you show up at a party because someone's like, hey, you should go to this party. And then you get there and there's like 1,000 people going, hey, come in, look at all this stuff. You ready to party? It's good, but it's also like, I know I come off as an extrovert, but I'm actually an introvert. I just like to run my mouth a lot. Okay, I was going to make some more fencing. That's what's happening. And it's funny because my husband actually, not always, depends on how comfortable he is, but he's right on the other side. So he actually is an extrovert, but he comes off very quiet sometimes. So we're like on the other sides of the lines, like right in the middle. But I've also heard that people who are introverted, once they're comfortable, can talk a lot too. Their battery drains out, which is fair. My brain turns to jelly by the time I'm done streaming usually. But I also grew up in theater, so I think that helped a lot too. He does use dev commands and you would see new things. The list of stuff is huge though. Yeah, I bet. Do I have a hand trolley? I don't. I've been thinking about getting one, but I wasn't really sure if I would need it yet. I'm building fencing. That's what's happening. What do I need for this again? Okay. Probably more than what I've got now, but I have a bunch of tufts, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's get those in there. Actually, I want to do it from the back, I think, because prompts. It's so fast. I love it. I'm sure it's like still slow compared to other like better equipment and stuff later, but I do like just doing this though. There's something satisfying about it. Now he was shy and now constantly talks. Yeah, it's really bizarre. I have a lot of brain circus and I don't have, like, it reminds me of when I was growing up. Like, I would constantly tell myself stories and talk to myself. Also an only child, so I spent a lot of time alone. But not that you guys aren't here and that I'm not talking to you guys, but like if I'm sitting here just like vocalizing either what I'm thinking about or what I'm doing in the game, it reminds me a lot of like playing like that as a kid. So it's kind of weird, like getting into streaming and content stuff where it's just like, I feel like I'm a little kid again, talking to myself. Move the crates. Oh, guess what I'm buying tomorrow? His community has brought him out of his shell. Good. That's nice, though. When you find people that you gel with, it's nice. It is one of my main motivating factors to starting doing this at all. I was feeling like I could probably find a space and find people that also need people. People who need people are the luckiest people. Also, giant dork. What is that in my inventory? That's snow. That's not a pearl. I'm like, how did I get pearls? I didn't drop off this tire either. Drop off the tire. Put it away. So I can just sleep outside, right? Or do I need to go sleep in a house? I could probably just go sleep in a house. I don't need to sleep yet. What do I want to do first? You know, I made the stuff to make the fences, and then I put the stuff back in the box and didn't make the fences. I've got skills. And those skills are self-sabotage and overthinking stuff. That was a lot of resin that I made, though, in a very quick period of time, so that's very nice. How many of these do I want? I'm just going to make like 100. It's going to be more than what I need, and that's going to be totally fine. There we go. Done. Now I should put the stuff back in the box. Okay. They look very similar, though. Okay. So now let's go plunk down some more of those. Continue to block it out. Which means I could theoretically get my Vombat thing and go ahead and get Vombats. Even though I have no idea what to do with them. He's also selling shears. Which I was like, do we shear the Vombats? Don't know. Part of me just wants to buy it just because I know eventually I'm going to need it for something, and then I can experiment. Okay. Do I still have the whatchamahoozits on me? I do. Look at that. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter. I will actually relocate people tomorrow. People? No. Chickens. Chickens tomorrow. And buy a trolley. So to relocate stuff. I also want to get rid of this tree. Since it grew without permission. Just because we can make it look pretty. Oh, I need more. Okay. Get. Go and get. I didn't say you could grow here. You're doing it against my will. You shear the pleeps. The Vombat gives you milk. Oh, yeah, because he had a bucket, too. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I should just buy these tools. Because I'm sure something will come along. I have not seen pleeps yet, although I have heard people talk about pleeps. Well, in the game. I've heard, I think Erwin mentioned them. So, can you also lift, like, the coops and stuff? I guess you wouldn't really need to. But like these, I guess I could just move them without feed in the morning. Because they'll eat that. I'm not going to move them tonight anyway. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Pick it up. Brew some more. Pick it up. Good job. Hoarding, hoarding, hoarding. Keep on hoarding all the crap. Okay. You. Next. Okay. I know why I came over here. There was something. I couldn't remember. I'm staring at all the different crates going, there was a thing you were gonna do. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Chop these down too. Not that I think it matters. Don't think it really matters. But it pleases me to have it be all smooth and clear. Oh goodness, the children are fussing at each other. Stop! This is why we hide on Sunday mornings. First lesson coming soon. Transporting animals. Oh, crap. I didn't think about that. Oh, gosh. Now they're yelling at each other. Oh, please stop. I might have to pause for a second and go tell them to chill out. Nope. There went the spouse. I was afraid he'd already laid down for a nap or something. But the children are stuck inside because it's raining outside, so they're annoying each other. It's delightful. All right. Yes, because I even thought that before, not like earlier today when I was starting to think about wanting to relocate my whole farm. I was like, oh, I should probably figure out how to pick them up and move them. And now that I've gotten all like involved over here, I forgot that I would have to actually move them. So I can't pick them up. Do you have to herd them? Is there something I can purchase to move them? I don't mind spoilers for that. Unless y'all want to watch me fumble about, which I mean, you might enjoy that. I just build like a fence, like to move them across. I feel like there should be a thing, right? There should be a way to just move them. I didn't think about it. It was only theoretical at that time previous. Press N to whistle. Oh, I'm not using... Okay, hold on. I'm using a controller. Settings. Where is the thing? There it is. Open pockets, jump. It's not in this menu, right? I didn't see it on the thing. Did I miss it completely? It's possible. Movement, move placement, press to drop, select on tool belt, open map, open chat, open emote, open journal, open pockets, move camera, interact, pick up, dismount, dive, jump. Huh. Upper right corner in the map. Upper right. Go into the chicken whistle. Oh, I don't have the whistle yet. I see. It is easier if you have the guitar. Otherwise, it is like herding cats. What is in the map in my upper right corner? Below the mini map. Oh. You mean in the HUD that I don't look at regularly? Like that? Thanks. I was like, where in the map? Why would they put the whistle in the map? Okay, I planted the grass. I'm blocking out trees. I got distracted by the whole chicken relocation situation that was going to happen. Well, there's only 3 of them. I've actually been avoiding buying more because I was like, do I really want to manage more of these guys at once? Ugh, that's another thing to think about. You know, by the time I either restart or I actually move into a more permanent situation, I would like to think that maybe I'll just be like, I'm just going to sell y'all and buy new ones. Because I hear tell that there will be selling of chickens, and that's why it's important to love them. To make them worth more, I'm assuming. Yeah, sell them and buy new ones. No. It's totally me. Me going, I don't understand. I feel like I'm just being dumb. Don't feel bad. Sometimes people explain things perfectly well, and I'm still just like, what? I don't know. Okay, I don't want to get too close to her house. So how far away are we from this point, now that I know that this is the committed zone? 16, so I still need another 9 over. Because I think I do need to get to 25, which means this will end up being the other side. So I need to fill in a little bit of dirt here just to make sure that I've got a straight line all the way across. And then I'll have to relocate rain, but that can wait. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to move these dang chickens. All right. All right, so how do I want to go about this? This is going to be the edge of my property. Not that I really need to worry terribly about crocos, although I did have croco invasion where I was not prepared and they started chasing birds up into my property. And then it got mad at me, like I had intruded in their territory. I don't really think it needs to look like that. I don't like the fence being right on the edge of the, like, the layer change. Sure, we'll just go with that. It's fine. Oh, did I go too far? I meant to just go here. I did go too far. Good job. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Done that too. Move their houses and food first, then the chickens. Yeah, I figured figured that would be a good order to go in. All right, so I don't need these. And then there's going to be kind of this empty area here. Maybe I'll put the farm over here. I also am not really remembering to build in, like, storage places. Oh, and I need, like, a crafty area. I'll think about that tomorrow. I'm not going to think about it today. It's late. Time are we looking at? Oh, we're doing good. We're making excellent time. Fantastic. This game gets away from me. I feel like since I started streaming this, I've been streaming for 4 hours instead of 3. Which is fine. But also, half the time I'm just like, I don't even realize what time it is, and I look down and it's like 45 minutes after I was theoretically supposed to wrap it up. Today I'm intentionally not doing that. I'm not sleeping in here tonight. That's not what's happening. Okay. So I'm gonna go chuck my sleeping bag in a house. And we'll sleep in there. Just because even if I can sleep outside, it seems kind of weird to do that in winter. Right? Sleeping outside in winter? Okay. Call it a day. If I forgot something, oh well. Chickens kept going back to old location. Oh no! That's annoying. All right. Clover. I feel like she's got really low... I forget to prioritize befriending NPCs a lot in games like this. So I feel like I could have been a little bit further along a little earlier had I known. Look at those rainbow shoes. I want those. I don't even care how much they cost. I want to chat after I get done ogling your shoes. So, well, maybe not her shoes. Although her shoes are very cute with their little bows. Looking great is the first step towards feeling great. And there's a lot of other steps too, but once you look good on the outside, you'll start feeling good on the inside. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like it has to work that way. I feel like it can. I feel like that looking great is subjective. So as long as we're not talking about, like, specific beauty standards and more about how you feel about how you look, it's better. A mangrove jack. I'm not doing that. No. Sorry. I'm busy. I'm busy trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with these chickens. I want these. I don't care how much they cost. Oh, they don't even cost that much. Voila. Ooh, those are cute too. Okay, we're going to just buy all the clothes apparently. I haven't really been spending money on clothes. But that's something else to boost her happiness with me. Do I have dark shorts? I kind of feel like I shouldn't buy these. I might have them. I can't remember what color they are. A yellow bee shirt. I don't need that. I missed the bucket hat thing in the 90s. I was a teen in the 90s, but like... I feel like bucket hats were late 90s. Okay, give me these dang shoes. Okay. And let's see how this hat looks. Nope. Apologies to anybody who likes bucket hats. I also have a very round face, so anything that makes my face look like a ball, like ponytails are fine, but like anything that makes my face look like a ball. So a lot of hats are out for me in real life. Ooh, my kale grew. Okay, we're on the 13th. We're on the 13th. There's 28 days in the month, right? I need to put stuff away. Oh. Guess what? I moved my house. Autopilot. I also forgot to pick up my sleeping bag, didn't I? What am I selling to you? Am I selling something to you? I'm selling this to you. Okay. That's it. Alright. Okay. Go get your sleeping bag, woman. Stop making it so hard on yourself. Can I have a manual checklist that I create in the game so I don't forget to go buy a hand trolley as well? Oh! Doesn't have it today. Should I sell this thing? I feel like I'm just gonna sell it. Yeah, fine. Yeah, thanks. Not that I really even need money in this moment, but that's okay. All right, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to going over here to my house. It's gonna put me a lot further away from everybody. So until I get that situation I dealt with. But I feel like the benefit to having more space for all the stuff. Really? Excuse me? Okay. I was like... It wouldn't let me pick it up at first. Okay. Why did it flip my house? Is it because I turned my house? So weird. Fine. Not that I feel like this is a permanent arrangement. No, just resting my eyes. Get up. Are these dark? No, they're blue. Do I need dark shorts too? I bought myself 2 new pairs of shoes. And a bucket hat that I will not be wearing. maybe I'll figure out how to style it. But look at my little shoes. I'm so happy about that. Okay. I feel like I should just do it. Just deal with the chickens. I could move a lot of stuff. I could move a lot of stuff without the truck. And just deal with the annoyance of having to move. Or of having to run back and forth until I have the stuff, you know, like the hand trolley or whatever. Okay. And this one doesn't matter because there's only the one thing in it. Okay, and then I want you... Oh, God. Stop petting the chicken. God. Alright, so if I... Oh, they're pretty responsive. I say that now. And it's all gonna go to hell. Come on, babies. I can do that from pretty far away, too. I feel like I'm concentrating really hard, too. Like, okay. Although I've done some escorting in games before where it's just like you would rather just not save the character or whoever's life, where it's like, I don't even care if you make it to the other side of this mission. Alright, we're almost there. You can do it. Look at you go. Come on in here. Get in here so I can lock you in. Nope. Nope. Don't you do it. Ta-da! Made it better than it used to be. They used to wander really bad. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't have to worry about that. I'm sorry you had to live through it. Alright. It's really bad when, like, you're trying... most of the escorting I've done has been, like, more action-y games. And, they'll move really slow. And it's just like, I don't care if you survive this mission. So mad. Okay. Now, I could make more coops, because that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make sure that I had enough room to expand and make more of that for those. Hello, sir. And I could always pull this forward, too, if I feel like this is getting a little cramped. Not that I really mind that being kind of cramped. I mean, as long as it doesn't negatively affect the chickens, I don't really care right now just how small it is. Would you put this away? Would you do that? Thank you. Had a croc get one of my chickens and I was trying to move them. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, the crocs really aren't on this side. So that's good. And I fenced off... I think I fenced off all the way to here. Because they don't seem to come through here, even though it seems like they could. But, they were trying to come up from in here. Because there's like 3 or 4 of them that will collect. Like there's 1 and 2 right there. And one of when I ended up fencing off this side, it was because one had come up and was chasing a bird and was weaving through all of my trees. And I was like, no! Get out! Okay. All right, what's next? Now that we've got the chickens, I could take down the stuff. Although I kind of feel like I should leave it up. Maybe I should just run a fence line all the way up to John's. Do I care enough right now? I don't think I care enough right now. But I might do that eventually, where I block off that side just to keep the crocodiles from getting in here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pick the kale. I didn't really block out where I want to put... the farm. I didn't really block that out. I'm going to want more than 2 rows. I have the scythe still on my person. I don't need to do that. And I also don't think I have to have my fences right up on my plants. So theoretically, I could do something similar that I do with the orchard stuff. I could make spaces in between and then leave a space around the edge. I was just super paranoid about losing too many crops, and I wasn't exactly sure how wide I could get on the fencing. And I still don't have a scarecrow. I'm gonna go all the way to there. With my trees. So if I go down this line, how far down would I want to go? Oh, like right on top of his barn, maybe? I guess it depends on how... Okay. I'm overthinking things again. So I should stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay. So if we do this, and then I get my tape measure. Here. What? Here? That's all the way up in these trees. Okay. So not that. Why? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Why is this number repeating? It's because I'm not paying attention. Okay, that actually is going to work out okay. As far as like, it doesn't need to be like on the exact same line as this. But like, I was hoping for it to end up kind of being close to where it's going to mesh up down here. And then the wishing well and the bandstand are right beside my house when we get there, eventually. Okay. So, what needs to move next, then? I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all of my crafting stuff. Because I haven't planned that out either. How many? One. I don't need to preserve that over there. I already know what I'm doing over there. Okay. That's 5. I like to do my paths in sets of 3s or sets of 5s usually. Sometimes 2s. It just depends on what I'm doing. But like, in an ideal world, it would be an odd number. Okay, so if I take out this dirt and make a little... I don't know if I want the crafting right in front of my house, though. I kind of want it offset. Because I want to be able to leave and go straight to this tower. If I want to go out, like, teleport somewhere. If I remove this dirt, where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it over there because I'm going to be moving Rain and Irwin. Okay. Good job, Rain. Good job. I feel like it needs a cookie. Do I have cookies? I could sneak some Easter candy. I really don't do that. I hope I'm not the only one that moves around dirt and then realizes they've moved the dirt wrong and have to move the dirt again. Okay. Because I feel like I do that more often than I'd like. Oh, I just got a notification. Friends are playing Ark. We're not playing it right now. We've played it before, but we're not playing it currently. They keep talking about it, though, and it makes me want to go get a dinosaur. Because it's fun. I'm not the only one. Okay, good. I kind of feel like that's inevitable in this game, especially if you're playing it without any extra commands or stuff. I also hoard dirt in Minecraft. Like, I will build a bunch of chests to hold... Damn it. All the dirt. In case I need it. To be fair, I have ended up using a ton of dirt in that game. Where I'm like, I'm so glad I saved all this dirt. It seemed ridiculous at the time. But look at me now, using it up. Okay. Oh, I wish it wasn't Monday tomorrow. I'm just hoping this week goes better than last week did, because last week was very stressful for, well, not for not good reasons. It was stressful for good reasons, but I'm just hoping this next week will be more chill. Because I've got some stuff I really want to get done. I'm trying to do some inventory at work. We're a pretty small staff at the library I work at, but we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 280 to 300,000 items. And although other people at the library do some of the physical stuff too, I am predominantly the person that manages the physical spaces and the physical items. So anytime there's like shifting or cleaning or searching or inventory, I'm usually doing most of that stuff for myself. So I'm trying to get some inventories of certain sections done. And it's a lot. But it's good. Means I get to correct some problems. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is to improve, you know, improve the records and improve finding stuff and improve just access and just all of that. And just really... Ugh, are you wedged? Okay, now. Kind of. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait. I wasn't trying to bury the wheelbarrow. So I'm looking forward to getting that stuff done, but a lot of times doing stuff like the inventory stuff gets superseded by other projects, and because we're such a small crew, it's like all hands on deck. And so it's been like that pretty much since COVID. And I was talking to the director of the library last week, and it's like, you know, it'd be nice if this next year was just a little bit more chill so that we could like really like implement in full some of these things that we've been trying to revamp since the pandemic. Because it's been a while now. And who knows? You never know when new special projects are going to come up. But it would be nice if we had just like a year of chill. Moving all the dirt. Okay. Is that far enough away from the house? Not quite yet. I kind of feel like I need a nice big space for crafty magic. Oh, no. I hate it when I put my cursor down in the wrong spot and then hit the button to dig on autopilot. I hate it. I just feel my shovel whittling away. How far is it to put this over here? Okay. One more round, and that should be plenty of space. And then I'm going to figure out just how big of a space that I need For the stuff I have, plus room for a little bit more, because I'm assuming sometime in the near future, in the near future, I'm going to need more stuff. There's going to be new tools and new things. So is this as heavy as the snow gets? I guess that would make sense. It wouldn't be super, super heavy. I wasn't sure. I didn't even know that we were going to have any snow covering because when winter started, it didn't have snow on the ground. But I don't know if it actually gets more snowy or not. Not that you have to tell me. As I was telling Bama earlier, sometimes I just ask questions out loud to just get them out of my brain. That is something I wish we had in Dreamlight Valley. I wish we had seasons. Especially since they tie the clock to the real time of day. Like, it would be nice for them to tie into the real time of year as well. Beyond, like, events and stuff. Because we're doing a spring Easter event right now over there. For those that don't play that game. And, so we're searching for eggs and crafting Eastery, springy type things. But, you know, we don't have winter or fall. Like, I squealed like a child when I saw the leaves change in this game for fall. Because fall is my favorite time of year, and part of it is the fact that the leaves change colors. As much as I would love to have, like, kind of spring, fall temperatures all year, I would not give up seasons to get it. Particularly fall. Oh, no! Go in the spot. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Because I'm not moving them today. They probably won't get moved on stream today. Okay. I don't need to come over here to, like, pick up the tape measure. Alright, so if we come out the door... That's kind of a little path situation here. How far over can I go? I can go over pretty far. How deep do I want to go? Okay. That actually works out pretty good. Kind of want to go... Oh, no! Blah. Spring and fall? Mm-hmm. Me too. Like, I don't mind summer until it gets too hot for too long. And I don't mind winter until it gets too cold for too long. But I will gladly deal with them to get spring and fall. Okay. And then where did I start from over here? Did I start from there? I must have started from there. Because I want it to be in line with this bush so that I can have a 3-wide path here. Not that that's, like, super important. Maybe I should make an actual gate. Right? I feel like I should make an actual gate at some point. There's no crocos over here. So I will not live in fear. And I will fence it later for aesthetic purposes. Well, that's not true, because here I am still fencing it off. Mostly just because I want to give myself an idea of, like, where I want it to be. But I'm not going to worry about it making it completely enclosed. I guess that's what I'm really trying to get to. Exactly your sentiments. Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like my kids would get super excited about snow. Especially my older one when he was younger. And, he's like, don't you like snow? And I'm like, yeah, as long as we're having fun. But if I have to shovel it or drive in it, then I don't really enjoy it. And that's usually, as an adult, what you have to do. You have to deal with all that. It's not building snowmen and snow forts and throwing snowballs and sledding and all of that. It's like you can do all of that, but you usually have to be the one to prepare all of that, like prepare the space. And most of the time what I'm doing is shoveling snow. That's mostly what I do with snow anymore. And meh. And it's funny because they will burn out on it. I don't really ever remember burning out on snow as a kid, but I must have. Like, I feel like that's probably a normal thing. Especially once you get to spring or like almost spring and it keeps snowing occasionally and it's just like, I am done. Like, can we just move on? Got other stuff to do. Like ride bikes and have fire pits and get outside for warmer weather. You're in Georgia. Rarely get snow. Was that where snow was this year that people were super shocked at? There was some place in the South. Like New Orleans got it, I think. Unless I'm grossly misremembering, which is always a possibility. Well, then it would be like a treat. Yeah. Pick up. Okay, we're picking up this stuff. Because we made a spot for this stuff. Oh, damn it. You know what I shouldn't have done? I shouldn't have cooked stuff. That's alright. I'm wondering if I should just move all the food stuff inside. I kind of don't want to just because I feel like it's going to get super crowded if I do that. Okay, we can move this. We can move this. I almost want to put the beehives. Like there's this little kind of nook over here to the side that I kind of want to do something with. Like, I almost feel like this would be like a cute little garden. It's like a flower garden at some point in the future. Not with this straight line in it. Maybe I should kind of mirror. Did I leave that peg there in the ground? I did. Oh, I left it popped out of the ground. We're just sitting there. But maybe I should stick the beehives over here. Just for funsies. Since they're so easy to move. We can just plop them down here. And then we can... This makes me want to build, like, flooring, though. Like, this little space down here that's going to be workshop-y. Kind of feel like I should just... Is there a way to just remove the grass without... Actually, I think there might be. Is this it? Is this how you do this? No. I thought there was a way to remove the grass without actually digging. Because I would like for this to just be dirt. Because I really don't want grass growing here. Finally got to wear winter clothes. It was enough to make a snowman. But we were outside anyway, very happy. Well, that's fun. That was like a little treat. And as long as it doesn't create problems. When was it that Texas got all the snow and then it created so many problems, like power problems and all of that? I feel like that was like 2021 or 2022, something like that. And it was just crazy how much snow they got. And they just didn't have the infrastructure and people didn't know what to do. And people were stuck inside. Oh, you know, if I'd really been thinking, I would have done this before I put the fence down so the fence could also just be sitting on dirt. It's easy enough to fix, but it is annoying when you feel like, oh, I wish I'd thought of that sooner. Nah. Good job, me. Oh, I didn't mean to bury that. Not that it matters that there's grass seed under there. But the hoarder part of me is just like, must get all the seeds. Don't bury that. Put a tile down and pick it up. The grass will be gone. Oh, like this you mean? Or do you mean like a tile of flooring? That much snow would be a serious problem down here. Right. Yeah. Just because there's so much infrastructure that's necessary to really... Like, just the plows and the salt and all of that stuff. And then, you know, all the building codes are different. Like, I remember I was really into roller coasters when I was younger and just learning about different things and the differences between having to build in different parts of the country depending on if there's earthquakes, if there's floods, if there's tornadoes. Like, not that tornadoes wouldn't just rip up anything anyway, but like the difference in some of the wooden roller coasters, the way they look in like California is crazy because they need so much more lumber to provide the support so that they can make it through when earthquakes happen. It is quick to put down. You know what? I think I have just a random... I got it from the mine. Yeah. I have just a random... Oh, I forgot I got this. I'm not doing that right now. Is it Star Path? Oh, Star Carpet Path. Okay, so the seasonal things that have... Or the... Yeah, they're seasons. They're not like seasons like nature seasons, but like... Because there's more of them in a year. In Dreamlight Valley, it's called the Star Path. So I was like, wait, did it just seriously say Star Path? Okay. So how do I get that back up? Like this? Okay. Okay. So we're trading that. Okay. I have to switch back and forth between the thing and this, because I only have the one, unless I wanted to get the other. I don't know if I like that method better. Maybe if I had more floor tiles. This makes me want to put floor tiles. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because I'm looking at the aesthetics of it going, maybe I should just floor this. But that requires resource grinding and other stuff that I don't feel like doing in this moment, just because stream's going to need to wrap soon for real life stuff to happen. Like laundry. Because I space doing laundry. Because other things, you know, Easter and did stuff as a family yesterday and things like that. And then I was talking to my kid and I was like, oh crap, I think I left laundry in the washer, which means it needs to get washed again. Delightful. There's so much of the fencing's gotten... I'm torn about just making it all got grass underneath the fence. Or tearing up the fence and putting... And dealing with getting the grass out from underneath of it. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Because I'm not too committed. Okay. But yeah, I got to take care of laundry. And that's never my first choice for an activity. I don't think I'm going to put any more fencing down today. So I'm just going to get it out of my inventory so it's not distracting my brain anymore. And I'm going to put this stuff away just because I don't want to think about it at the minute. While I'm in here, it's going to shove these in here because I should have shoved them in here. Oh, I don't know. Like at the beginning of stream. No, I trapped at the beginning of stream. So I actually did use them, but just haven't used them since then. Okay, and now I want to do this. Gonna want more than one. Oh, of the floor? Yeah. It's fine. I'm already kind of in that slow plod as my brain starts to turn to jelly. So I don't think I was going to be fast no matter what I did. But yeah, more than one would be better for trying to clear that. Of course, if I just committed to a flooring, I could have just put that down, but also didn't do that. Okay. Not even going to math it. We're just going to wing it. Rotate. And then... Okay, tomorrow hopefully he will have the hand truck so that I can deal with moving the crates without having to slog them. Okay, is that it? Here's this. Just stick it in this corner. Just stick it. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Okay. All right. And there's plenty of space, so as I build this up a little bit better, it'll be better. Okay, what else is still over there besides trees? Farm. Which is fine. I'm not going to deal with this fence right now. Alright, you've been fun, guys, but I'm going to take you and put you in a box somewhere. No, I don't want to do that. Give me this. Oh, yeah. Nope. My stripper pole. And my bathroom. Do these trees actually produce fruit? These are the ones I bought from Rain. I was thinking about buying more, but I did not. Oh, oh, perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, that just leaves those crates. So trees, farmland, and then I'm going to have to relocate these people. But that's not too shabby. Especially when I was trying to be overtaken by overthinking. Did I feed them? I thought I fed them. Do I want to put this outhouse? Hey, look! It's like a spot made for an outhouse. Right there, that naked bit of dirt. Like, put it here. Okay. And then rotate, rotate, rotate. Does it matter? I think I'm going to put it like that. Just to make sure I have a little bit of space here. This isn't quite like how I'd like to do it, but for now, I just need it to be over here. So that I don't have to run back and forth. And then, however, I have to move the crates. If I have to move him by hand tomorrow because he doesn't have the hand trolley thingy, then that's fine. I'll do that. Okay. Because it's not like I can't. It'd just be convenient. Jacaranda trees, they turn purple in this. Oh. Do they have any special kind of wood? And I guess the other question is the only way to acquire them through Rain? Like if I chop them down, they won't have seeds? I'm going to stick this stuff back in here. Okay. It's late. I don't really need money. I was like, should I try and go do a quick trapping run? I don't need the money right now. I mean, I'm sure I could use the money, but I don't really need it today. She wanted something I didn't want to give her. I don't remember what she asked me for, but I was like, I don't even know what that is. If I've caught it before, I don't know what it is. Okay. Oh, and then I could put this back here. Which means if it's not a special wood and I can't replant them without purchasing them, and all they are is aesthetics, I really don't need to continue purchasing them, because until I want to put them somewhere or until I can move the ones I've already planted, then it's not necessarily helpful for me to just keep buying them. Ugh, I don't like that that turned my house. And I didn't put the jam away or whatever this is, but that's okay. I don't need to put it away. It can live in my inventory overnight. All right. I think that's it. I think. Look, I have over 6,000. Now I have to decide if I want to use that 6,000 to get the cargo increase that I've been waiting for, or if I want to spend the points on... Did she give me a farming thing that I didn't actually get yet? Maybe. Oh, and then there's the wombats, and I made space for the wombats. It's fine. Call it a day. Laundry list. Constant. Constant. More stuff. There's more stuff to do. I'm not making a spreadsheet for this game yet. Not making a spreadsheet yet. I say yet because I'm probably going to do it eventually. Okay. Trolley doesn't work on crates inside the house. Okay. They don't give you a seed. You'll have to buy another. Okay. I'm looking forward to purple trees, though. I like whimsical colored trees. Oh, thank you. Okay. Did you do that recently, Flo B? Because I'm struggling with my stream elements notifications not notifying me, which means I don't get to go, hey, thanks. And I get to hear like a magical fairy sound. And you guys don't get to hear the magical fairy sound either, because if it doesn't play for me, it doesn't play for you guys. So hopefully I don't know what's going on. I thought I had found the problem and dealt with it. And apparently if you subbed just now or really recently during the stream, then I did not hear it. But thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I'll have to troubleshoot that again. Maybe I'll find another reason. Or maybe I'll start reaching out to Stream Elements and saying, hey, get your shit together. Because I don't want to miss that. That's the whole point of having notifications. And I know they're a free thing, but also just like, please fix that. That doesn't seem right. Okay, so thank you so much. Nice for parks and stuff. Full and pretty trees. Honestly, they look pretty now. Because of like their foliage. It's not quite like Weeping Willow, but Weeping Willow is one of my favorite trees. And it's kind of got that like long leaves. They're not dangly, but they have kind of like thin, bladey looking leaves that look, I don't know, really fringy altogether. So I was like, ooh, those are already pretty. I wonder what if they do anything besides just look pretty. So I'll have to like plan for those a little better. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm gonna get rambly if I'm not careful. Like I haven't been rambly already. But if you're in Dreamlight Valley, I've got a new video coming out tomorrow. Next week, I am going to be streaming. At least one of my 2 streams is going to be Dreamlight Valley. I don't know if I'm going to split the time yet. I hate the fact that the new content for both games is dropping, or the new update stuff is dropping for both games at the same time, but I can't help that. And, but I won't be getting away from this for too terribly long because I'm currently obsessed. So I hope you have a lovely day, night time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye. Thanks, everybody. Oh, buttons. There it goes.